Ghast Buff. I'm only going to tell you this once. I get you this big shot now. You're this hot shot superstar battle rapper with, you know, all the fans and all the talent and, you know, you're handsome. But listen, okay? You've got enough gimmicks. I am the only live streamer within UK Battle Rap that streams with sunglasses on, superfluous to the fact that it is indoors and night. Okay? I won't tell you again. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to this edition of the Halcyon Show. My name is Lorne Risley. I'm in no mood to be fucked with. Ghast. Talented, handsome motherfucker. Coming here with all that. And then fucking wear... And then he wears... Don't have time. What happened today was I decided... actually, it was yesterday. I'm lying. I saw Premier Battle's showcasing of talent. And I got jealous because it's a brilliant idea done really, really well. However, I already knew about 2 of the people they showcased. So I thought, good idea. Lovely execution. But they could be doing a little bit more. So instead of complaining about it on Twitter like a bitch or my defunct style, I thought I'd just get on with it and showcase the talent myself. Because what I figured was this was a unique opportunity to showcase not just to... You son of a bitch. I've just knocked my fucking coffee over. What a twat. It's a perfect opportunity to showcase not just to fans, but to battlers critically, the importance of one's representation, not through one's own eyes, but through the eyes of your fans. The would-be customers that are going to form the basis of your fan base if your bars actually come off the way you want them to, and they land with your audience the way you want them to as well. So, one of the things that I decided was I'd compile a set of rules for this video today, and I would also reach out to each of the leagues to see if there are any battlers that fit my criteria, which are they can't have featured on any main stage card within the last 6 months. They can't have had prominent runs in promotions prior to their current incarnation. So if they've gone by different names, if they've had a stint originally and then come back. They also need to be at least relatively unknown to someone like me. I have a peripheral understanding of battle rap. I have a burgeoning interest in the inner workings of it, but mainly I'm a fan. I just love battle rap. I think it's awesome. I think it's fun. And so if I don't know who you are, chances are I'm your prime audience because I'm on that weird little in-between. Paris in the house. Paris. Do you know what? Paris, the only other person I will accept criticism when it comes to sunglasses because she is the only one that at least looks good in them when she's rocking them indoors. I'm debating whether or not I want to wear them at No Loose Chat. I want to fit in, but I don't want to also appear to be a bug. So we'll come to that later. Anyways, my point is... I reached out all to the league owners and said, listen, who are some people that you believe are not showcased enough in your eyes, not because of a failing of the promotion, but because they, just for whatever reason, haven't had the showcasing of the fans. Predictably, both No Loose Chat and Prem were steadfast as their promoters and said, everyone, we believe in all of our battlers, they're all quality, now go promote every single one of them. And I love that. I love the fact that they're both basically saying, listen, the battlers we have in our promotion, we believe in, we think they're all great, we will promote them with time. Fully appreciate that. Don't flop. I'm still waiting. I'll be generous. I've been waiting to hear back from them for some time. You know, not just the last 2 days, but just ever. So if you're a battler on Don't Flop and I don't mention you this evening, it's not because I wouldn't want to. It's because the promotion... don't want to talk to me, so that's fine. We'll just have to deal with that as it was. So anyways, kindly though, we have a come to our policy. Okay, fair enough. In which case, the only thing I was going to ask, Paris is in the house, and this might go out to anyone else that's watching. Where can I pick up some No Loose Chat merch? I feel like I want to get a cap or a t-shirt or maybe a hoodie and rock it at No Loose Chat. I feel like I've come to events in my own style and swag, and I come dressed as a 35-year-old Grebo. it might be time to update my style a little bit to be a bit more contemporary. Where can I pick up No Loose Chat merch? Let me know in the live chat. Anyways, back to the point. So I have 21 names here, 21 of them, and I have cheated. I've done a tertiary search on each and every single one of them, and I have made notes. However, to make sure this is a proper exercise, we are going to go through this like a fan would. I have never heard of this person. I now am going to try and check them out and see what they're about. See if I can get into whatever it is that they're doing and maybe catch them at an event soon. How easy is it to do all of those things? Again, I want to highlight this because as a promotion, you do all you can to promote a battler, but it is down to the battlers as well to showcase themselves. How hard or easy is that? I use Ghast Buff and Quill as example. Again, Ghast Buff, you son of a bitch! But for now, at least, we'll put the beef to one side. Ghast Buff is an example of an impetuous, an imperious promoter of oneself. So is Quill, and that's despite having a name that is by definition generic because it covers an implement of writing older than fucking history itself, and yet he can make it onto Google's front page. So, no particular order with these. I'm just going to try and work through them succinctly and kind of with some kind of rationale by basically league. I know it's not ideal because, again, ideally you want, maybe alphabetical or prominence or whatever, right? However, we're just going to go by the names that I've managed to surmise from what I've seen on the promotion the leagues have put out, the social media presence each person has, and my own familiarity with them. These are all people that I have either a very loose affiliation with or awareness of, or these are people I've never heard of ever, and I feel could just use a little bit of a showcase. So, and Paris notes, we're working on it. Don't worry, you'll get a hookup soon. Oh, thank you. I can't wait. I'd love the black with the color scheme. I'm a black, again, dark colors. I'm all about dark colors. No Loose Chat's branding is on point for that. I need a No Loose Chat t-shirt, preferably one with maybe with the small badge. I'm not really one for the big logos, maybe like a small patch, that way it doesn't. Anyway, we'll get into that later. Anyways, so let's kick off with, as it turns out, No Loose Chat's suggestions, the suggestion I've made. Now, the first one, I was kind of surprised that I feel like I have to concede on this one, but it's one that I know that battle rap audiences probably know pretty well by this point, and that's RX. So let me swap screens. I have cannily gotten rid of the promotion screens for the battlers that we're going to be showcasing on my retrospective streams, so don't worry. I've not lost those. I'm just not showing you them until they're there. So, as you can see, RX Southside comes up relatively quickly, which is good. Good solid start. And there's his Twitter handle right there. 2 battles as well. Perfect. Verse Tracker reference. Although on Verse Tracker, and this is something that you'll find, I don't know who can contact Verse Tracker and tell them to stop this. RX Southside is a battle rapper. He sure is. Great. Fantastic, Verse Tracker. Really needed you fucking help for that one. Also, again, because of the unique way that Verse Tracker is funded and listed, he currently only has 4 battles catalogued. That is a lie. He has many battles catalogued, just not on leagues that are currently tracked by Verse Tracker. Anyways, let's go with... I want to showcase one on No Loose Chat. So let's go NLC. Okay, let's go via YouTube in that case. Let's get rid of that. And again, I'm just trying to speak to a fan's experience. I've heard of this RX Southside guy. I wonder what he's like. Ah, man. See if we can find him. Apparently he's a battler on No Loose Chat. He's been sorted up. I should really check him out. See, I'm just gonna throw this out there, right? That it wouldn't have been as good if I'd have hosted it. This TMR guy, yeah, he's talented. Again, prolific. But he doesn't wear glasses. So, I'd have done it better. Anyways, RX Southside. Let's go. Right, where is he? Where are you, Southside? Battles come up nice and quick. That's good. Right, let's go. Versus actually, handy because another name on my list. TKE. Let's make sure you can actually hear it. You can. It's through the wrong speakers. Let me change that very quickly. Gosh. How's your evening going, by the way? Damn adverts. Right. Let's see, shall we? Let's go full screen. There you go. Cooper in the house. Cooper. And Hylas in the house too. It's good, fellas. Yep. Paris. Yep. Again, it's more a dig at Verse Tracker than anyone else. I'm not digging at the promotion. Again, the idea that they're like, oh, these are the only catalog battles. No loose chat has a bunch of them. I'll have you know. Thank you. Anyways. Hopefully you can hear it nice and clean.
No loose chat.
In fact, let me move it up a little bit.
If you're in the building, make some noise right now.
That'd be why.
Do your motherfucking thing.
Still Mel and Jeffy, still the Gala Molasses.
There you go. Let's see what the boys have to offer. What we'll probably do is we'll do one round each, their first rounds.
I can give it a sauce body and sachet.
So, we're going to get into this one.
Queen in the middle.
We got from Nottingham. TKE, make some noise, please. Go!
Wait. Yeah, tell me about it, Hylas.
Yeah.
I get it. The websites have got to make money, but like Verse Tracker is such an integral part, or wants to be such an integral part to battle rap. Like, you know, you got to monetize other ways, man. You got to represent the leagues if you're going to do that properly. Hold it down. Shut up, motherfuckers. Paris just told you all. Hold it down. I heard you talking.
It's crazy to think I'm a newcomer, but due to cancellations, I had to sit down for like 7 months.
RX,
Just
right
to get
in
in
his
the
face.
ring again, I was longing for that. But that's where it's peaked for you. My nigga, I hope you're a man of patience, because I'm going to make you sit down way longer than that. So they gave me RX. At first, I thought, shit, they're giving me that girl from Calais. Only to realise they gave me Rizzle, that one idiot that always comes to battle in a ballet. Yeah, you say a couple fire things, but apart from that, your style just basic. I grew up in council cribs. It said no ball games outside, so why you think I'm the one to play with? I hope you move like Yargamy, and it's some demons you stay with, because I came to kill you, Clark. Now my niggas dig you a spot. I told people we were doing up an excavation. You wallad. You understand the risk you take here?
I like how, I know we're supposed to be showcasing both of them right now, right? And TKE is kind of taken over because it's his first round. We will come on to TKE's social media presence in a second. I just love the fact that RX is not only aware of the camera when he's performing, he's aware of it when his opponent is, so he can just, I'm the opponent, like, and another thing about you, let me tell you something I hate. Hang on. Like, mate, you're in front of I love that. That's great. Again, he uses everything at his disposal to impose himself on his opponents. Listen, man, it's battle rap. Do what you got to do. TKE, overcome.
You wallad, you understand the risk you're taking? This far from the trenches, this the chat risk, where on these sides you can get rolled up. It's a sticky situation. But like I said, this far from the trenches,
I got
this
that.
no loose chat. You think because you got that school master, you're a ghost face killer. You best lose that, because I'm a master killer, and there's a method when I send you God's way. That's true facts. Because I'm a master killer, and there's a method when I send you God's way. That's true facts. I'm a grave digger. That means I'm a grave digger. You get put in a gravel pit. That means Wizard get a beast dish to him. He's a member of Wu-Tang. But name flips after name flips, I'm starting to think that's all you got. So this the new tough guy, huh? I know who you think you are. So let me get this straight. You do a podcast about battle rap without the mask, but they call to battle in the mask. All right. So this is a facade. All right. So this is a facade. But no matter how many masks you wear, there'll always be a bitch behind it. You are Arya Stark.
Ooh, okay. I mean, harsh on Arya, but okay. All right.
And I'm fully... Yo!
Arya Stark was badass, man.
Damn work.
And I'm
I
fully
caught the
convinced
reference,
he
though.
didn't watch that same mask on his head top. Don't get mad at me. He just gives me the vibes and breast thing come back in the next thing. It's a tragedy. This ain't no formal setting, so don't show no slack with me. Cause I came to put Riz in a pack. Looks like I just brought some unbelief. But don't think when he gets me with light efforts, he get aired out, he lightheaded. Catch him at the pearly gates, well maybe he might get in, otherwise catch him in a place lower than most guys' credits. Either way, I leave it till the job done. And a TIE fighter, slide on impressional types of shit, like a typewriter. John do, hear a whistle and see something fly by you. That's fire, coming out the whip, Night Rider. You think you got the heart like Kevin? It's like 9 years, Paris, I'm giving him all nuts. This slide bias, Paris, I'm giving him Paris.
A lot of fire in this young man. A lot of fire.
I'm giving him all nuts. This slide bias. Menace to society. Have been running for the baby when we drive bias. Or fuck that. Hang him up by the bleed. Mike Myers. So what's goody, So what's goody, bro? You get flattened like cookie, though. Sometimes when I bang this hoodie, bro. Cause it's time for your death is. Me not care if you got your cheerleaders with you. I don't fear no one. Me not care if you got your cheerleaders with you. I don't fear no one. You talk how you'll kill me. P.S. If I catch you in my zone 2, I will air this one. P.S. If I catch you in my zone 2, I will air this one. I got no man that's paused, but I came to hit squad. See a heli airlift on. So because he took this gig, they're gonna have to hold a book. I don't spare no one.
I'm going to give advice that's not solicited, okay? This isn't just to TKE. This isn't just to RX. This is to any battler that hasn't considered the fact that they are performing in front of a camera as well as a live audience. Have a quick word with the cameraman prior to it going live. Make sure that you've got marks, okay? It is so critical that you are cognizant when you're being filmed how it's going to come across on camera. And your best friend when it comes to that is the fucking cameraman, and they're never going to be above saying, right, let me just check, right, you're in frame here, this is where you're here, da 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 da. Right, cool. Then you've got camera awareness, because at the moment, the only thing that takes me out of the performances sometimes with some of the newer guys is when they step out of frame like it is right now. He's almost not on camera anymore. Like, dude, you're doing yourself a disservice. Again, the cameraman will do the work for you if you just make sure you're cognizant and make it I know it's kind of it's a tiny detail, but again, presentation makes all the difference with people. And again, if I'm watching this, I'm looking for star power, I'm looking for something to grab me. The fewer things that take me out of your performance, even if it's just where you're standing, it's the difference. Again, look at a Tony D, look at a Shotty, look at a Shuffle, look at all these guys that make an effort to the audience, but then bring it right back to the audience at home. They bring you back in and then go back to the audience, then bring it to the guys on the stage, bring it to their opponent. It's a mix and a match. Everything. Bring it in. Always.
We're smoking at Riz Pack tonight. I don't even need no back here. I could get K-I-A like Mr. Mackey.
Mr. Mackey.
I could get K-I-A like Mr. Mackey. Or I could drop K out of nowhere.
Mr. Mackey.
Like when the gal switch up and start to text unhappy. On the topic of gal, yours hit me up. She said, I just said I want the neck, of course. Because she said, Riz ain't doing it for me. I want that king size RCB. I like you to put it in raw. But I had to put that phone down because she's offering at me. She wants to have offered it to everyone else. That bitch. Don't talk like how you're superior. Because it gets photo boy in the third. You forgot some shit. Choked. Against Kate, man.
Facts.
We ain't seen the footage. That shit in the vault. If you don't get any reaction, you like to run back the bar slower, like he's deep enough to put his Insta caption in quotes. I'm just saying, the only time I see Riz connect to a card is when I was billing a roach. But you like to tell people that you're from the trenches and they're just on the trenches. Well, make it make sense, because your home league is on the trenches. But that's where you told Photo Boy you're flicking back and forth like a Polaroid. I thought, shit, man's spazzing. But I roll a blade from back to front, Riz. I was backstrapping.
There you go.
So just know.
Okay.
Just know it's that tiz lad. Me, you, mismatch. I'm that drippy one with a slick chat. Came for the M, Vegeta, leave with a big bang.
Okay, all right. You're always going to win me over with an anime reference, especially if it's Dragon Ball Z. Sweet.
I used to spend
God
dozens
damn
of hours
adverts.
every single week proofreading.
Did
I was
you?
constantly fixing wrong
Fascinating.
sentences,
Go away. Anyways. So there you go. That's TKE. And I got to tell you, good. Really solid. Had his moments. Gave a good energy. Aggressive when he needed to be. Confident. A few stumbles, but that's okay. I think that just comes from, again, a little bit more familiarity with the crowd work and dealing with the pacing of it, feeding off it. There's some battlers that are just better at feeding off the energy of a crowd. An O'Shea is a great example of that, where you just watch him, and it doesn't matter how big the reaction is. He just, it almost fills him. You know what I mean? He grows with that energy. Other guys, God, let me think of a good example off the top of my head. There are other guys that their intricacy means that the crowd has to be at a certain level. It has to rise and fall before they can get started, right? That's cool. That comes with time. But in terms of the material, really solid, really good. In terms of the overall presentation, like I say, it's just one tiny little thing concerning the actual, like, his placing when it comes to being on camera. That's fine. Now, the reason we clicked on this video, RX. Let's see what he's got as a rebuttal, shall we? And I'm expecting big things. I've seen a fair few. I've actually seen RX perform live, so.
I'm screaming shit. It's about time.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Huge
the fuck
fella.
do, but right now it's Southside. Who the fuck is this? Just another bitch that's too young to tell me shit. This shit wasn't even for you. Whose son is this? Little man, you better move. I'm about to fuck you up so bad, your mom's gonna come through that same door looking for justice and the truth.
Wow. Wow. Techie in the house as well. Big Turk. Don't grab me. Just gonna say, I'm gonna pause. Tech, I'm gonna be there. You know that, right? So you better bring that heat. I'm rooting for you both on that one. I'm just saying. I've seen big things. I've heard big things, and you're the main man on this card, along with Templar. Don't fucking disappoint me. I'll grab you. I will grab and rip your motherfucking... Actually, I can't reach. You're far too big. I will try and grab you. Anyway, I'm a big fan. Looking forward to it. Anyways, RX just dropped a fucking piece of savagery. Let us continue.
Who the fuck is this? Just another bitch that's too young to tell me shit. This shit wasn't even for you. Whose son is this? Little man, you better move. I'm about to fuck you up so bad, your mom's gonna come through that same door looking for justice and the truth. Southside or Northside, you know what I'm on. I don't give a fuck about you or where you come from. Nottingham got slums, but it's nothing like the Peckham slums. So don't get caught up in the loop, because we can really tie up a couple knots. You're looking at the killer that killed the killer that killed you. That's fact. You lost the caveman. I 30 caveman. I let that nigga play games in the sky. You might find him on Play Jam.
Crowd's going crazy for him, man. And again, I will give him his props right now, because this is something you've seen in all his battles, and sometimes it weighs against him. Sometimes, yes, he's got a couple of guys there that are there for support. They're also on the card. Here's the thing about that, though. It's part of the gimmick. And the thing that RX has done quite well so far is he is living that gimmick. If you've never heard of RX before and you're not familiar with his work, the thing that I would say about him is that he has a authenticity when he performs that is... It's mirrored in his off-camera persona, in the sense of he has an authority about him, he has a confidence about him, but on camera, he dials everything up to 11. And as much as you might want to go, man, it's not for... whatever, right? It works in the battle. It fucking feels right in the battle. Fair play to him, man, because, again, look at that so far. Is he convincing you he's winning? I think he is, because he's convincing me he's winning, and I've not even heard his full round yet.
You're looking at the killer that killed you. That's facts. You lost the caveman. I 30 caveman. I let that nigga play games in the sky. You might find him on Play Jam. They said he's half German. I said German. What kind of shit is this? Facts. Who the fuck is German?
Heritage bars, we've got them.
What kind of shit is this? I'ma hammer his fingers till they look like the Nazi sign. Bang, bang, real quick. You thought these
No need. No need, man. Listen, TKE came in here with intricacy. You didn't have to come back with, I will hammer your fingers. Yeah, just too mean, man. Too mean.
What kind of shit is this? I'ma hammer his fingers till they look like the Nazi sign. Bang, bang, real quick. You thought these men are gonna help you with your shit? Nah, see, even they support the hit. Outside.
TK trying to keep his composure. No sell it, brother. No sell it.
I will fuck you up. You're giving me flashbacks that I don't want. The last time I was this close talking to a pussy, I had to pull out my son.
He's starting to fight with his own fans. Man, you're the greatest. You're the Get the fuck off me, man. It's complete. All hell has broken loose here, King. The fans are here with the wrestlers are here with the fans. It is complete bedlam here. So much so that we're cutting to an ad break. Will we recover? Can they recover? We just don't know. Fucking adverts, dude. We'll find out right now. Harris told you all to hold it down. Hold it down now. Get back to work.
I'll fuck you up. You're giving me flashbacks that I don't want. The last time I was this close talking to a pussy, I had to pull out my son. I'm a real problem. If I'm lying, I'm frying. You were looking at the problem as to why they couldn't save Private Ryan. You were looking at the problem in the problem. Hitler plus Jason, plus Mike Tyson to make it frightening. You were looking at the problem that fucked up Kane so bad, nobody could see it, but they heard about it. You were looking at the problem that put Gracie into hiding. You were looking at the problem that put Gracie into hiding. My bipolar's kicking. I can do anything I want to do. They're saying RX leaving me, just started battle rap, he's a young bull. Fuck that. I'm gonna show this young bull that he's in the wrong sport. RX leaving, we hardly know his name and the people want to see more. Fuck that. He dies here on the spot. Last battle, you put so much into that Sonic rebuttal, you didn't see my knuckles coming like fuck your head, Trump. How long it take you to roll this? How long it take you to
Let him rap, man. Let him rap. Come on now. Let him rap. See, again, not being funny. That's just, again, look at the framing. Who is making you believe they're the star right now? Who is making you believe that they're the main character of the story? Front and fucking center. Dominating the scene, dominating the space, taking up all of the air of the room. Again, content be down for a second. Who is presenting themselves how they want you to see them?
Got lost, that's the difference.
Let him talk to you, man. Let him talk to you.
AP called me. He said, I'll be honest, you need to approach this battle in a certain way. I said, bro, have you seen his name? I'm about to scratch off A and killing the rest of the letters is all it will take. I'll take your mum and your sister over there. Hang them off the cliff.
Took you guys a bit of a time to catch up to that.
And killing the rest of the letters is all it will take. I'm about to take your mum and your sister over there. Hang them off the cliff till they take their last breath. Who died first? I couldn't tell you, it was next. I'll take your mum and your sister, hang them off the cliff till they take the last breath. I'll take your mum and your sister, hang them off a cliff till they take the last breath. Who died first? I couldn't tell you, it was neck and neck. You get no respect. You get Your third round against Bandit, you put a lot of pain in your rounds for the sake of putting pain in your rounds. I feel like you don't know nothing. My boy just died and I still use his Netflix account. I ain't touched it in a while.
Go on, let him rap, man. Let him rap.
My boy just died and I still use his Netflix account. I ain't touched it in a while, but I know that he's still watching.
Just said that. You just said that. What were you... It is, but you just said that. Come on, crack on. Come on, RX. Come on. Come on. Even Paris is losing her patience now. Get on with it.
I know that he's still watching. And my little brother's in prison. I support him all the way, 100%. I stay with him. I'm not mad that he stabbed someone with his left hand. I'm mad at these men for not showing him the right decision. So don't stand here and act like you're ready for battle rap when you ain't ready to battle in any type of way. They knew I was gonna fuck you up so bad they were hoping something happened to you yesterday. I'll give the Joker the Joker face, cut him from cheek to cheek. As everyone can see, I'm mad reckless. I don't give a fuck about him or the technique. I don't give a fuck about him or that technique. I'll come up to nothing. You and your girl kidnapped, put you in a warehouse, tie you both to a chair, tape on the mouth. Yeah? Take her phone. Unlock that shit now. Go on that app that tells her when her period's coming or whereabouts. Come back in 2 days and watch you both pussies bleed out. I just killed you. They didn't realize it, but I just killed you with 0 gun bars and 1 name flip. Talk about flip. 0 gun bars, 1 name flip. That's just to show you that the perfect kill is all about organization. Like, yo, is everything in place here? Any town, any city, any country. Find where this kid lives. His life, we gotta take it. I want your life so bad, I even got a shoe up on my shoe in case my shoe has a show and he doesn't take it.
Okay. There you go. And that, I would hasten to say, is probably the difference right now in those two performers in terms of their dispositions. Yeah, man. Whew. Okay.
So I don't want to end.
No loose chat. So there you go. So that is TKE and RX. So I'll come back to my notes for a second. You don't need to see my notes. That's fine. So RX, I don't have a ton of notes on him. He doesn't have a lot of profiles that you can pull from. So again, if I'm going to critique RX for a second here and say, you know, what are you about? Who are you? How long have you been doing it? What's your motivation? What's your whatever, right? Difficult to garner without going into the work. Whereas TKE actually has a YouTube channel for his music where he does embellish a little bit. Official channel for the young music artist from Nottingham, TKE, bringing all different types of genres of music from hip-hop to grime to R&B and many more. To keep up with TKE on social media, follow TKE Knots on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. And it's worth pointing out that both of these guys, I think, have link trees. By the way, battlers of the world. Most of you have outside projects outside of battle rap. I beg of you, get a link tree. You have no idea when I'm researching or if I'm becoming a fan of something, how much easier it is, again, to make it easy for the people that are going to want to follow you, to pay to see you, to pay to buy your merch or whatever it is to support you. Make it one-stop shop for them, man. Make it one-stop shop. And if you can make a link tree or I forget what the other one is, but like links to your Bandcamp and SoundCloud and YouTube and your Instagram and your TikTok, whatever, in one place so that whatever people's poison is, they can just go or stick to one platform. I wouldn't necessarily recommend that, but do it. Do it. It's such a boon for you. And in both of these guys, they both have Verse Tracker accounts, which is great. Although I would just say to them, again, presentation, make it easy for people to identify with you and what you're about, without having to necessarily sample their work first. But my assessment of RX and Tech is that, again, TKE, is that both of them have really strong presentation styles, really great performance styles, great content, seem to have a lot of hunger, but both of them have the same problem, which is, again, there's not a tremendous amount of information apart from some sort of tertiary stuff, which, again, I had to put together. So just bear that in mind going forward, that a lot of these battlers suffer from that. Anyways, the next guy on our hit list, as in we want to make them hits, is MK Southside. And let me bring up MK for a second. Let's switch him into there, and we'll pop him into there. And let's switch back to my screen. Just trying to showcase what we're trying to highlight here. So, is not available, which is interesting, because this is interesting that I noticed. MK does have an, if you put, let's put Battle Rapper. There you go. So you can see I searched for this earlier because I cheated. He has an AI overview. How cool's that? He even gives you an explanation of what battle rap is. That's hilarious. And then puts one battle rap league that I've never heard of. So there you go. It's experimental. Goes along to explaining. Anyways, MK. First battle. It's him. Great. Premier battles though, so fair enough. And then not a lot else. If I go back to my notes for a second. See, I did actually make notes. See. Is a battle rapper. According to Verse Tracker. Again, fucking top notch. The other thing I would say is, I know that they have Instagram accounts, but one thing that I would say to battlers using Instagram is that it's fine for... I'd say it's fine for promotion, but it doesn't give people the chance to get to know you very well. It doesn't give people the chance to follow what you've done, how you've done it. So you should tailor what you're trying to put out there to people accordingly. If you are looking to present yourself as a star, as someone that is untouchable, because Instagram is difficult to actually get hold of someone unless you actually request to follow them. I know Twitter's become that, but originally Twitter was much more amenable to be able to reach out to people that you just want to get in touch with. Also, things like it's a lot more of a visual medium. Twitter's very text-based, obviously, so there's a lot of interaction even when you're just putting stuff out there, whereas Instagram is much more of a visual and audio medium. So you've got to be prepared to be making sure you're putting content out there to make it worth people following you and not just putting it in your stories. So just bear that in mind. But again, sadly, there's not a tremendous amount to go on, unfortunately. So yes, unfortunately, that's just the way that is, but never mind. So let me go back to YouTube for a second and let us... I feel like I reviewed this one. In fact, I did. I watched that one already. So I'm not going to do that. I am going to try and find it. See, look, there it is. See what I'm saying? Look, I've turned up in my own fucking search for another person. It's not hard. I promise you. You've just got to be cute with it. I'm just saying. Anyways, right, let's find... That looks good. Let's try... no, that's RX. No, I want MK, dipshit. Give me an MK one. Give me an MK one right now. This isn't good. Not good. In fact, I'm going to have to... I wanted it to be a no-lose chat video, but I'm prescient of time. And if you want to see my video where I cover it, yeah, the video exists. Go and check that out. Let's go with LL Cool J for Premier Battles. Sorry, no-lose chat. I need to be prescient of time. Okay. I'll have to divert to that one another time. In fact, I'll promise here and now, Paris, I will do a review of that one on its own. I will do that separately, I promise. Right, let's do this.
Can't be racist, I got brown and white. Hey, my Russian won't, but my brown in mine.
Peace Soldier! Good beat!
4/7, I don't do 9 to 5.
Go and follow Peace Soldier and make sure he does a pen game debut soon. Go and support that shit. I want to see Peace Soldier back, and I do want to see him on pen game. But Peace Soldier needs no promotion. This is about the newcomers, P. You are a vet, my friend. Right. This is fabulous. Let's move on.
And niggas know what's up, Milwaukee, man. Ball Wars.
We decided off.
Who's going first? That's Crai-G first. Okay, in which case, let's fast forward to MK.
There's some in the crowd that are actually clueless about me, but there's some in this venue that know many things. Well, Corbell Jordan's an American, expect the Glock to pop. These ignorant niggas be carrying everything but real substance in these rounds, no multis, no doubles, just how he's gonna kill me 1,000 different ways and let it ring. Well, excuse me, I'm an amateur with a controller in my hands, but everyone knows that just means I'll press on anything. I'll let it sing. I'll let it sing. If I aim this,
Peace Soldier scouting the talent. I love that shit.
I'll let it sing. If I aim this, he's pissed. Kendrick Lamar versus Drake. He'll get hit with this quick. Load 6. I roll with jokes at times. I got charisma, bro. It's lit. But you can't afford to joke around with me. I'm a problem, bro. I'm legit. It's like we walked into a restroom with only one urinal left. Hey, only one of us here can really take the piss. You got dismissed. You got dismissed. You got dismissed.
Sorry, that's more of a comment on the crowd than MK at that one. There are people like, I get that. There's only one urinal and I need to pee. Fucking hell. What is that? That's on the crowd, man. What was that as a reaction? Fucking hell.
Get booked internationally, but you're still poor. Then flew yourself all the way out here. Got booked internationally, but you're still poor. Then flew yourself all the way out here on the plug. Because Smack pulled yours. Always boasting about his...
Ooh, okay.
Flew yourself all the way out here onto the plug. Because Smack pulled yours. Always boasting about his fucking resume. When half of his big pits he paid for.
Just saying, right? We're showcasing the new talent. P Soldier in the comments, scouting for the next opponent. Paris not wasting a second saying, what are we saying? Like, I love that promotion element of both of them now. It's a delicate dance of negotiation and promotional cat and mouse to see who wins. I love it. Fuck it. Do you know what? Should we just scrap the rest of the screen and just watch the negotiation take place between P Soldier and No Lose Chat to see who he gets? Let's just. Do you know what? Talk amongst yourselves. I'm just gonna watch the comments now. P Soldier, Paris, negotiate. Show us how it's done. Don't you dare take this to the DMs. We want to see every agonizing detail. I'm joking. Let's move on.
Which means he probably wrote for them way before. So how the fuck do you still take the L whenever LL wants to engage in war? Man, I hate this broad. Man, I hate this broad. You know, I actually had to listen to you rap to revise for this battle. They've heard you rap. They know how much pain it cost. And I found it pointless taking L from his mother because it would simultaneously still give her a loss. I'll aim this at his top, then give him more before he drop. It ain't a gift of new kicks when I put Jordan in a box. As far as performances go, bro, I'm one of the best ones tonight. You don't want to scrap, then keep it rap. Or it's at your chest if I strike. Fight dirty, bro, I bite. Or scratch his eye, fuck up his sight. Then you get beat so bad you have to enter your passcode for the rest of your life. I'm
MK looks real comfortable up there. Real comfortable.
Fight dirty, bro, I bite. Scratch his eye, fuck up his sight. Or you'll get beat so bad you'll have to enter your postcode for the... I'm holding a knife. In fact, fuck that. You think just because I'm holding the knife, we're just shanking guys? Nigga, I'll shoot you, please. I knew I had fucking problems when I saw it hit 11-11 and wished for 2-2-3s. Loaded. I knew I had fucking problems when I saw it hit 11-11 and wished for 2-2-3s. Loading squeeze. He ain't a threat, but for my rep, I gotta damage him. Because I can beat him with my throwaways. His material's weak, I'll manage it. It's already 1-0. On this card, no one loses as bad as this. Bro, you're talking to a nigga that could wake up willingly during sleep paralysis. And
I'm immune to most medical conditions. What?
You're talking to a nigga that can wake up willingly during sleep paralysis. And I don't think L wants any smoke with M because it won't just be alphabetically I'm coming after him. See, it's a difference. When we rap, they're screaming around. Let's go.
Whee. There you go. All right. Okay. I can see some of the hype of MK. That's good. I've reviewed his battle against Caveman, so please, by all means, go and watch that. Do you know what? Much more polished in his element. That so much stuff slept on by people there. That's kind of crazy to me. That's kind of, you know, I know Premier Battle isn't hardcore, but I would expect them to be a little more cognizant of something like the kicks in a box or something like that. It won't be Jordan's because he's kicks in the boss or something to that effect. Like, that's good. Barely a fucking murmur. Barely. So the only thing maybe to MK then, and this is, again, I'm not a battler, not a promoter, not a performer, just observing, would be maybe tailor it to the audience a little bit more. Obviously, with no loose chat, the harder the better. You know, if you can go after someone as viscerally and as fucking gruesomely as possible, more power to you. Prem, they do appreciate the comedy, they do appreciate the showmanship, they do appreciate a certain, you know what I mean, like a little bit more panache, you know what I mean? Hot take Hyler's coming in with the Crai-G sap the energy of the room with his anti-charisma. Interesting. Well, obviously we're not here to talk about him, we're talking about MK. And I saw his battle against Caveman for No Loose Chat, which I would recommend you go and watch, by the way. That was a thoroughly entertaining battle. I remember really enjoying that. And so, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of these guys now are going to be showcasing their talents on not only No Loose Chat, but Prem. Hopefully, though, they do distinguish and tailor their styles accordingly. MK being a good example of someone that has obviously taken to the stage very, very well with a lot of confidence, had a great persona, great presentation to him. But again, from a fan's perspective, if I've never heard of you before and I want to follow you going forward, just make it a little bit easier. So that's MK for you. Right. Let's move on. We've been going for nearly, fucking hell, 50 minutes, and we've only showcased 3 people. I'm so bad at this. Right. In that case, then, in fact, I'll let the comments decide on this one. Who do you think, not because you want to see them, but who do you think needs showcasing more? So the rest of the names I have for NLC that I've showcased, I've selected here. Crai-G, Tech, and Crash. Those are your 3. Right. Pick one. I will do a Tech battle. No, I promised. I will do a Tech battle. I will do a MK versus Tech as a reaction. So that'll be its own thing. So, of those 3 names, who do you want? Who do you want? Give me it. First one gets dibs. Come on. Give it to me, baby. Crai-G, because he's newer and we don't know him as much. Right, Hyler straight in there. Crai-G. Is that who we're saying? Are we comfortable with that? I'm going to start typing. There are currently 7 of you. All of you got to cast your vote. Which one of those 3? Tech, Crash, Crai-G. Who are we picking? Who are we picking? I'm going to start typing Crai-G. I'm going to hit enter. I'm hitting enter. We're doing it. Hyler's got in there first. Right, so the first one that's come up here, there's 2 actually. We've got, there's 3. Okay. And there's some good names here, man. Templar, Visual, and Black Tea. I think I'll go with the first one. Let's go with the first one. I love the No Loose Chat. Let's move it in.
Let's go.
It looks like he's kicking us off. So,
Round 1 so Crai-G, let's go.
we'll do the socials in a second. Round 1 on Crai-G.
Last year, I took a 6-month gap. Niggas like Crai-G, where we at? I hit up Snoop. Hit me up like, are you sure? You really ready to be back? I said, of course. Call up Surfer, let's get this back on track. Now my name, growing gradually. I left that battle knowing it was a classic 2-1 either way happily. Then a month goes by, another month goes by rapidly. My fingers itching to bite and hit a target with accuracy. Then Snoop called me like, I didn't have an opponent in mind, but right now I can't make it happen, G. I said, cool, don't worry, you'll find someone, that don't panic me. 9:30 in the morning, I'm chilling in a red Jordan, well, a casualty. All I heard was, what do you think about black? I'm thinking casualty. Who's a faculty? Go! Red Jordan, casualty. All I heard was, what do you think about black? I'm thinking casualty. It's a backup, G, because you're already a backup, G. Every bar that I make up in this band is not made up for a fantasy. You look like you got a strong win mentality, but just can't win in reality. Because you had 7 battles last year, and in half of them you got step 2, tragically. You need some steps to follow, actually. What we all want to know is, what are you here to prove? Because if you went in your bag like you was in 2021, 2022, then it's a guaranteed lose. I am so confused. The word potential is overused. And nobody told this dude. For 4 years, you've been considered mid-tier, but it looks awkward. Now you're here, neck on the line in your career. Well, it's up forbid, so God forbid. His opponent does not know that he is not top tier, but is formed. Unformed. Unformed, a opponent that will get left with a horror death, morbid, more and more. It's out in the open, widely spoken. The word potential is overused.
So, this is a great example. Right, listen to how intricately he's doing it. Look at the temper, the timbre. Look at the cadence. Look at the pace of it. Right, brilliant. But a reaction at the wrong moment, and suddenly, right. Again, I am not here to tell battlers how to control crowds. I get you guys are going to have more experience. I can only tell you from my own utilization of psychology and human interaction with business environments, okay, how you control a room with people that like to suck air of it or people that want to derail you. The way you deal with that is you set the tone from the get-go. Before you even start talking, to let people know, do not fucking interrupt me, right? There are many ways you can do that, but you've seen it in battle rap before where some people, they invoke a certain intimidation factor on the crowd where they know it's okay for them to just take it in, right? And just silently react, right? And I think he might benefit from that. He's got the cadence to it. He's got the confidence to it. He certainly has the skills to back it up if an audience just lets him go. Let him go. Let him do it, right? Don't let that spoil a good performance by the crowd giving you a moment where it's like, I want to keep going. Do you know what I mean? That can derail you at critical moments, especially when the crowd gets bigger. Otherwise, man, fucking hell, what skill this young man has. Fucking brilliant. Keep going.
That's real. This isn't an allegation or accusation. I am not here to twist the crowd with manipulation. But when it comes to the top tier list conversation, it's like he walks out of the room, then walks back in halfway through and catches that mid conversation.
There you go. Now he's in it.
When it comes to the top tier list conversation, it's like he walks out of the room, then walks back in halfway through and catches that mid conversation. The word potential is overused. Now let's make a quick observation. You're in ABK, Shark City. Now I ain't saying that dead man are dead and T's crucifixion. I just want to know what have you done lately to contribute to the system. I mean, for a long time, consistency from you has been missing. Rivers had a good year, productive. Showed us why he's the uncle of wisdom. Moat battle Tony D, a legend, and left there not looking like a victim. Unanimous jumped out. Plug 4, the biggest card of the year, and showed us why he's still vicious. Even the newcomer, Dub T, is showing us that he can stand on business. But Black T, well, we just ain't seen nothing different. You old fossil, writing with moldy knuckles. How are you the only one silent, T, around your apostles? No, I said apostles. Let's go.
Go on, keep going, keep going.
With moldy knuckles. How are you the only one silent T around your apostles? No one said apostles because there's a silent T in apostles. But above all, I'm just wondering, why the hell are they still around, dude? How you allowed to stay in that squad? Yeah, there's no I in team, but there's a you in value. Wow, who? Wow, who? Nobody, that's who. You lost options. I am over here, but he needs to function because I'm accelerating forward with my drive. But how can I do that if I've just pulled up to a T-junction? Now, I don't know if depression has kicked back.
Highway code. I hope that's not my gimmick going forward, where I just take a really complex amalgamation verse bar scheme, highlight one and just go, something bars, we've got... But I'm just saying, like, how can you accelerate when you come up to a T-junction? He is technically correct. If you accelerate coming up to a T-junction, that is generally deemed a fail by the DVLA. He's right.
And from the bottom of my heart, I really hope not. But I can't be up here feeling like I'm the one giving you a shot. So go ahead, rap, and let us know that you can still hang with someone from the new crop. But at least I know I am fucking dangerous if he digs deep and pulls out all the stops. I might have sacrificed round one, but it's done. I just have to tell you about yourself. But I'll be back in a second with a round that'll make you doubt yourself. Because when I rap, it's not crazy, it's crazy.
Very good. All right. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. I am now a fan. That's a solid ass first round. And again, I know he says he's written it off for one reason or another. That's fine. Again, I'm not parlance to the battle rap etiquette of what wins a round, but we're judging anything like that. However, I thought it was solid as shit. And some really great bars in there as well. Obviously, Black T deserves a rebuttal, but we were already showcasing Black T on we did a full interview with Black T. So if you want to know all about Black T, don't worry. I saved you the trouble. Just go watch my interview with him. And that's probably a good thing for any of the battlers that I'm showcasing today, which I will reveal to you. Again, you'll keep it to yourself, right? You're not going to tell anyone. You just keep this between us, yeah? Cool. I've reached out to a few of these battlers and battlettes to say, hey, listen, I'm going to be showcasing you today. I would quite like to interview at some stage, though, having done a tertiary search and sort of seen you, and just waiting on replies. So hopefully, not only will I showcase some of them this evening, not only if I miss anybody today, but I will hopefully get to know them a little bit better if and when we sit down to do an interview with them. However, right, back to the business at hand. Let us go to Crai-G. There you go. Battle rapper. Right, let's see what he's... this is the note I was going to make. Right. Another big issue with battlers in the UK in particular. If you are going to pick a battle name, I'm begging you, please make it distinct enough that you are not misconstrued with an existing act, or worse, an existing battler. So unless you are directly inspired by them, or there is some kind of wordplay involved, in which fair enough. The problem with Crai-G is that there is a battle rapper called Crai-G, who, I had to dig through so much stuff to get to him, as in our No Lose Chat compatriot here, that was nothing to do with him. So yeah, I know it's a small thing, and I know you probably weren't thinking about it when you picked your name, but pick something that doesn't get confused on Google. Again, dude, if you Google the Halcyon Show, there are only two things that come up. Some snotty-nosed fucking drama on ITV that ran for 2 series and then got cancelled, and me. And that's it. And again, not being funny, this wasn't my choice, it's just a happy coincidence. How many fucking Lorne Risleys do you think there are in the planet, let alone in the UK, just in the fucking world? It doesn't exist. And look, Paris, I know it's his actual name, but like, again, this is what I'm saying, like, we all got to, look, there's a reason it's not called the Lorne Risley Show. I got to pick the name that I wanted to be known by. I picked a name based on the fact that it was individual and also not Lorne, because no one likes Lorne. It's Scottish. Do you know what it's Scottish for? I hate my child. That's what it means. It doesn't mean that, but it should mean that. My point is, in the era of the algorithm, where people do not share things by word of mouth, and if they do, you zone out, because who needs a recommendation? You've got enough to watch. If you actually want to go to the trouble of finding someone, you have to make yourself distinct enough that you can be found. That's all I'm saying. Hylas, my name is unique. That's a weird way of saying it's shit. It's a terrible name. If you have children and you love them, do not call them Lorne. It's a terrible name. Terrible. Moving on. Crai-G. Crai-G. You need to work on your social media presence, my friend. And I don't think I've got any other additional notes. No, literally his Twitter. That's it. So, with regards to Crash, I will also share with you, Crash and I are due to do an interview at some stage or another. So I will count that as us showcasing young Crash. I don't worry about that. And Tech, I promise I will now do a review of one of your battles. It might be against an MK, or it might be one of your more recent battles. And I'll be there to see you live. So I will also say I did do some research on Tech. Tech is a British battle rapper from United Kingdom. Great verse tracker. And NLC champ, battle rapper, musician, Penn State, 3 hands writing pens. Instagram verse tracker and X. So again, reasonably easy to find, so long as you spell it correctly and put battle rapper in the title. So fantastic. Right. This is where I suspect I'm going to lose a lot of support in the comments, because this is where we're probably going to lose Paris and Tech, because we are now moving on. And I'll tell you what we are moving on to. Even though, to put it delicately, I did not get any, call it support. we'll call it support from Don't Flop on this occasion. I did what they don't want to do, which is I trawled through their YouTube algorithm and tried to... YouTube video selection. Algorithm. Weird. Video selection. And I just looked around. I'm like, right, who do I know? Who don't I know? Who have I heard of? Who haven't I heard of? Who have I only seen maybe once or twice? Right. Don't Flop seem to have a fixation on booking battlers with a proven name at this point. So there are no battlers there that I hadn't already heard of in recent times. On Checkpoint, obviously, names like Shawnee B, he's featured on this list. Dojo, I suppose, but again, Dojo, I would argue, has made a bit of a name of it for himself, not only on Short Circuit, but on some of the main cards, on the undercards of main events. So we won't be talking about either of those right now. However, one name I did happen across, and I know maybe not strictly battle rap, but was featured pretty significantly on Don't Flop in their on beat section, and therefore is ripe with regards to pen game, potentially, is Lady Shocker. And let me just swap back screens for a second. There we go. Lady Shocker. Now, she was featured in a couple of... And again, literally never heard of her before in my entire life. Let's go. And yes, Hylas. Raz Ren is a name. However, once again, I've interviewed Raz Ren. So if you are not familiar with Raz Ren, and you've only ever seen him on one battle or social media, hey, go and watch my interview with the guy. Go and watch the Raz Ren interview. Anyways, Lady Shocker is Membars. Cool. Membars, and this is the thing. I don't see a lot from Membars. Again, I don't see a lot in their feeds shared by other people. So again, it's difficult for me to have a real... I've really only followed Don't Flop, No Loose Chat, Premier Battles, and now I'm just starting to follow things like the Gulag and stuff like that. And yes, Hyla's right. Hylas is right. Shocker's had a couple of Don't Flop, Hylas, on beat battles. And that's one of the ones I, again, never heard of her, never seen her before. So I wanted to take this opportunity to react with you, because this is one of those rare ones where I've never seen her before. So why don't we... Let's go with the Don't Flop one, because again, that's where I happened across her. So in fact, I'm going to mute this for a second because no one needs to see the fucking adverts. God damn it. Sorry for the adverts. I didn't... See, look. The viewer count has gone down since I swapped from No Loose Chat. Unbelievable. Anyways. So, let's go. And again, have never seen anything with her in before in my entire life. So let's just sample.
ZDN ain't in my caliber. I'll make a man of ya, test me, then I will batter ya. Nice saying, let's be friends like his exes. Use his nose and his sexing, cause way bigger than his penises. That's why girls keep leaving him. It gets in the note, ever he's eating it. He's a pro at social distancing, away his nose position, then keeps everyone away. You'll never be a great since you and I went some ways. You've never been the same. They run a pen game for the cloud. What's that about? Now you just wet, jumped in the deep, and now you drown.
Left her with the food and the brooms in the waist, left her with the food.
All I will say, by the way, is people saying, Hylas, I'm glad you said that. This is Zen we're talking about. Isn't he? He's currently the Don't Flop on beat champion, right? So he's the best. And he's pretty much renowned for how good he is on beat. So it seems to me like he would body everybody, wouldn't he? Just saying, oh yeah, she got bodied by him. Yeah, everyone would get bodied by Zen right now, wouldn't he? He's pretty much on point. I saw his battle against the one that I should have seen live, by the way. But again, 10 hours of a battle event, it was long enough. Fucking trust me. What was I going to say? Against Marv 1. And look, it depends on what you like. Again, Marv 1 had different topics and subject matters, but then Zen just wouldn't stop with the fat jokes. Just one after another, after another, after another. And yeah, I felt kind of crushed Marv because he was just relentless. Like, you know what I mean? So anyways, let's let him get on with it.
Boobs in the waist, so you're looking like 21
Also,
Savage if I brother never moved to the States.
Okay.
Up in a place that will end the rapid. Caught me off guard.
Caught me off guard. Anyways, got to fast forward because as much as I love Zen, we're not here to showcase Zen. Get on with it.
Same loads of shark, it keeps you afloat in the bath. He's hoping nobody farts. Now he's choking because he can't escape it. And I'll just sit and watch the feds use you as a sniffer dog. Looking like Wicked Witch from Wizard of Oz. Should've never ever give me a shot. Now the title's mine, you can't rival. I you say the same old shit, same old lines as everyone else. What a waste of time. His nose was made for taking lines. Remix to remix, I'm original, can't beat this. It's typical.
Here we go.
But his bird ain't fitting a man, and that's
I'm gonna show you what's what.
Yeah, good. I just think a little bit. I'm not a good on beat judge. I must be brutally honest with you. However, I will say again, those breaks, not helpful. What was that about farting in the bath as well? I will say that about on beat battles. That's one of the reasons why they turn it off me, is because inherently the rhymes are less intricate and less interesting because they have to be quite simple and get to the point almost immediately. It's very difficult to sort of build a scheme into something that with a big payoff. So, but again, I'm not here to say untalented. Let me just sample round 2 because they do different beats for different rounds, don't they? Yeah. All right. Sample a little bit from this.
Where you want shocks, me or you? Is it on you, shocks on me? You or me?
Yo, I'll punch up your sis and baby mums if you want to talk crazy ones. I'll do a thing in your estate, but you don't live there, cause all of the man them made you run. Now you want to act fake and stuff like L's you ever taken one. You're not the baddest in town, I'll be staggering around like you just had your
Hey, please no one tell the DJ whether to reload it or not. He knows whether to fucking reload the bar.
Let's go. I'll punch up your sis and baby mums if you want to talk crazy ones. I'll do a bit in your state, but you don't live there, cause all of the man them made you run. Now you want to act fake and stuff like L's you ever taken one. You're not the baddest in town, I'll be staggering around like you just had Jamaican punch or a blatant cunt, and not in a good way. I thought about everything that you could say. I'm a dyke, I do use a strap.
Sorry, I've got to stop that. You're a blatant cunt, but not in a good way. What? I don't get that at all. You're a... Okay, I gotta just... That caught me off guard because that makes 0 sense. 0 sense.
When your girl does think that I look great, you'd be me if I couldn't make. You see me, I'm a hood great. You're unique in the end, holy key to your friends could be beaten.
Yo, I'm getting spun v who should have been a one.
An improvement on the first round, by the way. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's why. Okay, cheers, Hylas. Anyways. That just caught me off guard, man. That just caught me off guard. Let's turn it off. Let's turn it off for a second. Right, so let me come back to my notes quickly. And again, I know, by the way, some of you may have... Again, this is what I would say. If anyone wants to add where I maybe missed the thread, again, I must stress this point. I am more akin to the people that I talk to about battle rap in my real life than most people in battle rap who don't, for whatever reason, okay? I am forever suggesting to people they come to battle rap events that they treat it like a comedy night or a music gig or something like that, because they'll enjoy it for a variety of reasons, and I'm trying to sell it. I'm trying to make it palpable to an audience that I cannot emphasize enough does not care about battle rap, but could and probably should, because it's a visceral experience. It's funny, it's gripping, it's entertaining, it has drama, it's got everything you could possibly want from a live medium. And who among us has gone to a battle rap event and felt that they didn't get their money's worth? How many among us? Tell me. Name one event you've been to where you went, fucking hell, rip off. But yeah, anyways, my point is, I'm sure there are a lot of names here that people are like, oh yeah, totally. Casual audience, people that have never heard of battle rap before, maybe have a burgeoning interest in it. And again, the reason I had to showcase Lady Shock, and the only reason why there aren't more explicitly Don't Flop names, is because it just doesn't look like Don't Flop is really all that interested in promoting young talent that is unproven at the moment. That interview that I reviewed a few days ago, that I'm sure has put her in a hump, because I will share with you now, again, I probably shouldn't, I really did try to approach this with at least some semblance of journalistic integrity by reaching out to all the league owners and saying, listen, like me or loathe me, what are the names that you would want to make sure that are showcased if you had the opportunity to do so? And twice I have messaged her, and twice he has read me and gone, yeah, no. So take of that what you will, okay? Make that, it's just fuck that guy. In which case, fair enough. Okay, he's got no reason to have to correspond with me. However, I will argue I'm offering to showcase your young talent. You don't. So maybe when you're complaining about the fact that there aren't any new battlers coming through your league, and yet no loose chat and Prem have cards booked exclusively around new talent, please. Anyways, my point is that Lady Shocker was the only name in and amongst the battles that I scanned through over the last 6 months who haven't also featured on Prem or no loose chat, and haven't also made more of a name for themselves on no loose chat or Prem, and are therefore more closely associated with them than Don't Flop. That's all I'm saying. And yeah, sadly, Lady Shocker was the only name that came to mind, having done a tertiary scan. And for those of you who are unaware, British battle rapper from London, United Kingdom, has 10 battles catalogued, is listed on Verse Tracker, artist and LGBT model, female actress from East London, hashtag Wolfpack. Don't know if that's a wrestling reference or not, don't know. But decent enough presence online, and yeah, I think is a good talent. I think she's got a lot of skill, and she's got a great stage presence, so fair play to her on that one. But again, Don't Flop doing a fantastic job of promoting someone to the point I have never heard of them before, and I follow fucking battle rap as a hobby. Anyway, let's move on. If you are a Don't Flop battler who is new and hasn't been showcased on this stream, I apologize to you profusely. Sadly, again, no loose chat, pretty good at rotating and promoting their roster. Premier Battles has got an explicit roster page for everyone that is featured on a bespoke Premier Battles card, and they book short circuits and other events around. They do pre-parties for plugs as well, where it's almost exclusively the up-and-comers. They've even got the Academy series, for Christ's sake, right? You can't ever aim a gun at fucking Premier Battles and say promote more young and up-and-coming battlers. They have cards booked exclusively around that prospect. So, sorry for Don't Flop's contingent if I have missed you on this occasion. We have to move on, however, because now we move on to what I will lovingly refer to as the main course. Because, as we mentioned, Premier Battles have not one, but 2 series, it seems, that are aimed exclusively for the purpose of showcasing new talent and giving them an opportunity to get reps on a stage commensurate with their talents before they are then showcased on the main stage. I have tons of names here. Tons and tons and tons. And again, I'm hindered here because I follow Premier Battles pretty closely, and therefore there are only really a few names that come to mind that I've actually heard of. That I haven't heard of, that come to mind where I go, okay, heard of them, don't really know what they're about though. And let me run through, because again, I want to judge it from what people think, not just what I think as well. Let me rattle off a few names. Okay, stop me or comment if we should cover them right now on this next bit, because I want to run for about another hour. Okay, we have so many names to cover. And yeah, I want to try and showcase everybody, but maybe we can't do it on this occasion. But I want to mention everybody at least. And we mentioned everyone from the No Loose chat side. And again, I promise, Crash, we will try and have him on for an interview, or I'll appear on Crash's channel, one or the other. Tech, I will review a battle of. Hell, if he's got time, Tech, so long as you promise not to reach through the screen and choke me to death, I'd be more than happy to have you on. And and Paris, obviously, we've had on a fantastic, one of my favorite interviews from last year. Please, by all means, go and check that out. I plan on doing shorts of that very soon. So if you didn't have time to watch the full episode, listen, man, if you've ever wanted to know about the inner workings of a battle rap league, you need to listen to that interview. You need to listen to Paris. So refreshingly honest and upfront about everything to do with everything I asked. Brilliant. Anyways, back to the point. So, Premier Battles. I'm going to rattle off some names. Tell me who you want to hear or see. We've got Miss Ink, also known as Inks, Pagan, Red Rum, Shawnee B, Slimbuck, Angie, Hamill, B Ramble, Hood's Finest, Sam Essay, Real Message Robbie, Ali T, and 9-2. Those are your names. I have notes on almost all of them, with the exception, and this is a real strike against him at this point, Hood's Finest. That was a name that was supplied to me by someone on Twitter, who I have now been reliably informed is only available via the Premier Battles Patreon, which I currently do not have. So if you could do me a solid and not pick them, because I can't show you anything. There's nothing on YouTube for that person. Literally, I did a Google search on that. Best of fucking luck. You cannot find anyone with that on fucking anywhere. Best of luck with it. On the Premier Battles Patreon, maybe. But apart from that, not. Hamill. Hadashroom, straight in there. Hamill. In fact, I think I've seen him live. In fact, I think I saw him against Jim Bob Gnarly. That's right. Let's have a look. I think so. I think it might have been. Let me see if I can pull up that battle. It might not be. Hamill will be a good start, by the way. In fact, let's see. Hamill, because it's going to bring up Mark Hamill, isn't it? Yes, it is. Let's go with Hamill versus. Let's see if that brings up. Oh, it is. Oh, wonderful. Okay, we can showcase Hamill. So Hamill, do I have any notes? Let's see. He has a verse tracker and he has a Twitter. He currently has 2 battles catalogued. Although what I will say, from what I have heard, you cheapskate. Fuck you, Hylas, okay? Listen, times are tough and friends are few. I don't see any of you fuckers donating to any Patreons in my name. Sure, I don't have one. But my point is, do you think these glasses paid for themselves? Do you think this jacket paid for itself? Do you think this swag came for free? No. So I will save money where I have to. Including but not limited to... I can't think of anything funny. Anyways, point being, Hamill... I know it's been featured in 2 battles within very quick succession last year that were very highly touted. Not only against Jim Bob Gnarly, which I saw live, the 2-on-2 versus Dojo and Quicksilver. I heard very good things about that one. However, because I can personally speak to the quality of his battle against Jim Bob Gnarly, that is the one we shall showcase. So, let me pull that up and let me get it working. In fact, I'm going to mute that so we don't hear the adverts. Just want to take this moment as well just to remind Ghast Buff, I'm the only one that wears glasses when live streaming, motherfucker. Okay? You can have everything else. You can have the VTuber thing. You can have turning up looking like Shinsuke Nakamura's leather jacket. You cannot have the glasses. Okay? Right. Let us... fast forward to... There it is. Right. You won't see me in the crowd on this one, sadly. I am somewhere stuck at the back. So you're just going to have to trust me when I say I was there. I was definitely there. Definitely. Look at Gus' happy little face. Look at him not wearing glasses either. Keep it that way. Right. Let's move on.
Decided off camera he's going to go first, so round 1 on you, bro.
Hamill, let's go.
Manchester, if you're fucking with me, make some noise in the building.
I will just say, it's kind of funny. I mean, it's really sad to see him go. It's kind of funny that we're losing a thick Liverpudlian accent in Kingsley Thunder, but we're gaining one in Hamill. So, who's going to miss Kingsley Thunder, really? I will, that's who.
Shout out to me brother Fusion, just welcomed his 2nd kid into the world as well. The last time I was here, I think I made shit quite clear. The old ham was on smoke, you take a token bleed, so it's only right you face the old hammer, old ham street. But fuck that, I've got rhymes to school him. This guy's a nuisance, I'm popping off at Jim until he ducks for cover. This a high school shooting, I learned the laws of holding it down like Isaac Newton. You couldn't plan for this, I'm the blueprint, this guy's a mutant. I'll X-Man, this a storm that I've been brewing, can't compare us in skill. That's a debate I'm disputing. Don't you get it? I would have sliced your fucking throat when you were writing this. I'm talking organs leaking more than bleeding. He can't walk, he's weakened from this sword I'm wielding, because I've seen more red scripts than Morgan Freeman. get it? I would have sliced your fucking throat when you were writing. I'm talking organs leaking, more than bleeding. He can't walk, he's weakened from this sword I'm wielding, cause I've seen more red scripts than Morgan Freeman. His body will get chalk police, he'll have his family mourning deep, eyes pour and peak. They asked him what happened. Fed said it's looking like a suicide. We're sure it seems with his own mind. Jim was at war, no peace. He left a note. Do you want me to? Of course it reads.
We'll say as well, Hyla's saying, such rare for such a confident performer. Yeah, and in front of, directly over his shoulder, Shotty Horror. If there was ever a fucking time for you to put in a fucking performance, it's in front of the guy that's going to decide who the fucking promotion's pushing next year. No pressure or anything, lad.
I couldn't take it anymore. Defeat is round the corner.
Yeah, super confident, man.
This is him. I couldn't take it anymore. Defeat is round the corner creeping, because I battled that Hamill kid in a short few weeks. He's sort of decent, and I'll probably get torn to pieces. I'm glad you finally realised that none of this was happening on accident, fella. I stuck to rhyme schemes, multis, and rapping shit better. You get gassed off the pressure, and you look like you were made in a lab from bruschetta. You look like you were made in a lab from bruschetta. Nicolas Cage or David Attenborough, I'm a national treasure. See, he's the seafull, making out like he can beat all. I'm the one with spaghetti arms, but Jim, you built and look like a Swedish meatball. It's called... Let me spell it out for you. I put the profit in profitable. You put the profit in profitable.
I'm not sure about that. I see what he's done. I'm not sure about that one. Profitable. Like, there's a difference between rolling a word and rounding a word or bending the sound of a word to just pronouncing it incorrectly. Because here's the thing. Yeah, it might get away in the moment because it's cute. If battle rap is known for anything, right, it's that guys will then take a note of that and go, oh, so you mispronounce words. You once pronounced profitable. Isn't that undefensible? Like, you're setting yourself up at that point. Again, battle rap fans will maybe know this, non-fans won't. It works in a moment. Just know that the keenest battlers are going to take a note of that and go, oh, so you think you can rap? So, fair enough. Profiterole. Okay.
Say it again. I put the profit in profitable. You put the profit in profiterole. So I guess we're gonna see if he's real. Side note, Jim, with that top on, you look like every single drug dealer at Creamfields. Here's the difference. Here's the difference between us, though. I'm an actual rapper. You do spoken word and rock music. It ain't a laughable matter. I told Stro I'd take this battle, even though I didn't rate this dude. Makes out like he's making moves like God, these schemes are a grace from you. That's how I know you're the fakest fool, because Jim, you're known as the safest route. The biggest choker since Mia Khalifa, and that's the naked truth. The biggest joker since Mia Khalifa, and that's the naked truth. And no Mark Brick with nothing deep to offer that's what we make of you. He's never blazed a zoo, but I've grown more tree than baby Groot. He's gonna talk about He's never blazed a zoo, but I've grown more tree than baby Groot. He's gonna talk bad about Liverpool today, but I don't think he's welcome round there like David Coote, the state of you.
Topical bars, we've got them.
Bad about Liverpool today, but I don't think he's welcome round there like David Coote, the state of you and your lines, man. It's a shame but true that you are a proper muppet. True story. So stop it, shut it. Your bird's that ugly, she pulled me kecks down and I asked her not to suck it. You both need inspecting, I hope a doctor does it. You adopted fucking Oxycontin, toxic, rotten, stupid twat. Whoever said it was lying when they told you that you could rap. That's round one over and done. Next one you'll see me dismember him. I'm sure he's eager to rap his material. Let's see if he remembers it.
Ooh, okay. There you go. All right, so that's Hamill's... Oh, shut up, YouTube. So that's Hamill's first. And here's the thing. Again, I was there for it. And, yeah, he won the battle. Again, Jim Bob had I think, if memory says, he had a pretty bad choke in the first, or at least a decent stumble. So yeah, that didn't end well for Jim Bob. He still gave a good account of himself, but that was Hamill's battle. And again, if you're gonna fucking put in a performance in front of Shotty Horror. However, to the socials, we've got some problems here in the sense of, yeah, it's not great when your opponent is the first one that comes up in a search. My brother in Christ, you got to do something about that, and immediately, my friend, immediately. But again, a lesson that a lot of the battlers are struggling with for whatever reason, and you know, again, maybe that's newbie, newcomer, maybe, who knows, don't know. All I can tell you, you're gonna have to fix that. So, anyways, let's have a look at who else we got. So that's Hamill off the list. Who else should we look at? There's 4 people currently watching. Give me your pick. We've got Missink, Pagan, Red Rum, Shawnee B, Slim Buck, Angie, B Ramble. I'm gonna just cross off Hoodz fight because again I can't showcase anything. Sam Essay, Real Message Robbie, Ali T 92. Who do you want to see? Who should we showcase? Or rather, again, who do you want to see because you don't know anything about them? Who do you want to see because you literally need more information about them? Who should we showcase? Come on. Haddershrooms, Hot Take Hylas. Paris, is she still in the chat? Come on. Who should we showcase? Or I'm going to pick one all by myself. There's 2 that I kind of want to look at. Pagan, straight in there from Hylas. Who else? Who else wants to see him? I'll give him again. Missink, Pagan, Red Rum, Shawnee B, Slim Buck, Angie, B Ramble, Sam Essay, Real Message Robbie, Ali T 92. TMR in the house. TMR, the hardest working man in battle rap today. He's just wrapped the press conference for Ghast Buff and Crai-G and done a spaces, and now he's here. Hardest working man in battle rap. So we've got Slim Buck, Pagan, and Pagan. Okay, let's go with Pagan. Pagan it is. Right. Let me bring up Pagan. Let's go. Get rid of that. Pagan versus how much you want to bet there's going to be like a wrestler versus there we are. Right, we have, let's have a look. Pagan versus Adonis or Pagan versus Quicksilver. I'm going to pick that one. I don't think I've seen this battle, so yeah, Hylas. So Hylas has put a comment here. Shawnee B is on his second run. Okay, fair enough. Didn't he? He's got it in his bio that he's the Academy 2025 winner, though. What is that? Is he just? Is that a lie or what is? I thought the Academy. The whole point of the Academy was for people that haven't been battle rappers before. Someone correct me in that case. Anyways, we do need to crack on. So. Let's move it on.
Make some noise!
Come, let's go. Oh, okay, Hylas, I got you.
On my right hand side, you lot seen him before in Premier battles all over the Short Circuit series. Make some noise for Quicksilver, man. And on my left hand side,
oh, okay.
Been
a part of the Short Circuit series. Someone's got to explain the point of the Academy then. What's the point of the Academy if it's not for people that haven't done runs in battle rap? If it's not for people who haven't done runs in battle rap before. Right, Hylas is explaining it. Let me right, to make some brand new guys and some older guys who just want to gain more traction. I mean, do you know what? I'm trying to stay positive. Here. I will just say, you don't get many 40-year-olds going back to school, do you? So don't call it. Okay, fair enough. Right, Ghast Buff, and Ghast Buff's in the chat. Right, Ghast, seeing as you're here, right, we you and I, right, ladies and gentlemen, leave me for a second. Ghast Buff, look at me now. Look at me, okay? I saw you on the stream earlier wearing sunglasses. Indoors at night, okay? I'm the only guy that gets to wear sunglasses indoors at night on a live stream. Do you understand me? You have all the other gimmicks. Every other gimmick. Face paint, long hair, handsome, enormous penis. You don't need glasses as well, okay? It's mine. Leave it alone. Don't make me start battling, yo. I will cook you more than something that needs to be cooked before it is edible, okay? Otherwise, let's go to Ghast Note. Academy is basically for anyone who wants to develop, since the main thing we offer is direct coaching classes with top tiers. Oh, okay, fair enough. All right, fair enough. All right, in which case, fair enough. All right, I take your point. In which case, fair enough. And or at least that's what Team North gets. Suck it, Team South. Oh no, Ghast Buff is well and truly into his heel phase of his he's well into his heel phase of UK Battle Rap. For those of you, again, for people that don't follow Battle Rap, Ghast Buff is a one of the, again, show me someone who doesn't embody what this video is all about. Going from relative obscurity to he just beat Bobby Rex, ladies and gentlemen. He just beat Bobby Rex on a tear, and he is fucking just doing everything right, or he is working so fucking hard to get better at it. Everyone that I'm mentioning in this video, if you want to know how to improve your trajectory in battle rap, you DM Ghast Buff immediately in between him taking off his sunglasses and leaving them to me, and then hitting him up for as much advice as you can muster. That or Quill. Those are the two guys I would say to you need to be hitting up for promotional tidbits when it comes to battle rap. Anyway, makes the academy a bit more professional. It's just the newcomers. I think it'd be a disaster. Yeah, and fair enough. If the mantra is that we're offering guidance, training, and coaching, okay, that makes a bit more sense. It's, okay, here's how I'll say it. It's like the NXT days before NXT was its own show, where wrestlers got a mentor to kind of do it, and they, you know, get given challenges and shit like that. In which case, fair enough. Okay, I can buy into that idea. I would just say maybe there needs to be a bit more signposting in terms of who they are coached by, belong to, give it a sort of a dynamic where they can get a bit more of a rub. Because I've always just seen it as an academy as just an extension of the fact that they're battling, but they're battling people on their level, aka they're at the, you know, their academy level. They're trying to graduate into the main cards, but maybe that's just a misinterpretation on my part. It's been known to happen. But yes, the main point is take off the glasses, Ghast. Take them off. We got loads of comments now. Pagan's in the chat. Pagan, stick around. We're about to react to one of your battles, and then I'm going to critique your social media presence. Do not disappoint me. You have roughly 10 minutes to fix it if there's anything wrong with it. Yo, I was in IKEA. You were in IKEA? Why? Put the link in the description of what it was you bought in IKEA. I want to scrutinize your interior decor design. Right. I was just about In my defense, mine are gradient heart glasses. I can't rock the No, well, because yeah, well, again, you've got the hair to kind of create the mystique of the shadow, Ghast. So come on now. Like, I'm just saying, you've got a virtual fucking character. Just leave my gimmick alone, okay? Kojay's already jacked the live reactions thing. I can't do that anymore. You can't take this from me too, okay? Everyone, pile on Ghast Buff. Go and pile on him. Go and pile on him now. He deserves it. He's a heel now. You're okay to boo him. Anyways, I had the bangers and mash, and they were delectable. Okay, fake. Who doesn't get the Swedish meatballs when they go to IKEA? Already, you are disappointing me, Pagan. Ridiculous. And then there's some discussion about the, and you'd know if you'd had the Patreon, you changed it. Hylas, I swear to God, brother, you're not disappointed with the hot takes. This whole cheapskate thing, listen, okay? You make more in a month than I do in a year, son, okay? It's hard out here. It's hard, okay? Anyways, let's stop bantering. Let's get on with it, shall we? I've Billy bookcases for the... Okay, great. Anyways, let's move on, because Pagan presumably wants to see his battle, so...
Make some noise for Pagan, man. Alright, this is It's a 3-round battle.
Sure is.
Quicksilver said he's going first.
Is he?
All on
Well,
you,
we're
bro.
not talking about Quicksilver, so
Pagan,
let's
is it?
move it on. It is.
Leave that kid.
Right. Come on, Pagan. Show me what you got.
Red Rum battle, man. You need to leave that kid. The way you're talking about it, I'm not even sure that you've seen that shit. I feel like Dana White or Chris Brown. Like, did everyone just forget that I beat that bitch, man? You told. Already, motherfuckers. Let's go. You
That's it.
told
Control that
Coach
crowd.
Ham, and I quote, in a year you'd be headlining events. Well, he was bottom of the card. Your ability for prophecy is shocking. Reminds me of all those dick bars you said. Yeah, they've not just been forgotten. Now, I don't care if you like men, bro. Honestly, that's awesome. And at least, whether rapping on a card or getting rattled in the arse, you know you'll always be the bottom. What's happening? Hi. Where I'm from, it's all bog. That's how we earn our keep. We work the earth so the furnace can... Alright, let's go.
Come on, lads. Let him rap.
Where I'm from, it's all bog. That's how we earn our keep. We work the earth so the furnace can burn all week. Where you're from, fuel is for sure not cheap. But I'm in your gaff to show it's gas when you turn on heat. I come from the dirt and you'll get smoked in a turf war, Pete. I brought smoke all the way across these aisles like eruption. So I came down on a flight because fuck him. Even though this lame's not got the hype or the substance, considering I just came down from that height like a drug binge. Top 50.
that one goes out to all the druggies in the audience who know what that's like, whereas me, teetotaler, went, bars? Sometimes it's really hard watching battle rap when I don't know anything about guns, and I sure as fuck don't know anything about drugs. I've never even smoked a cigarette. So it went over great with the people that like narcotics, and really, isn't that what's most important? Pagan, carry on. I want to hear more from you.
Top 50 worst battlers is fucking generous hell. You're a slut for attention and an even bigger sket for an L. So boy, when I'm drunk, I'm about to make a mess of this melt while I earn my stripes like a veteran's lapel on his lapel.
See, now, I get that, and I like that. About to make a mess of this, what was it? Mess of this melt like a Subway, or Subway like a melt. I like that. That's good. Fucking nothing from the crowd. Nothing.
All this talk of awards and who is next for a belt. Of course, I'm gonna mention myself when I'm going from strength to strength like a dispensary shelf. Man, I never falter. I never falter, because I really get to know my opponent. You're a forever jobber, just going through the motions and hoping you're less than fodder. Too slow to take a hold of the moment, the rest of your cropper. Taking over the shows that you open with every op. You're stuck in a fucking mold that they've broken, it's very awkward. You claim that you're at home in this ocean while treading water and getting blown out the water by blowings. God, do I hate Peter. I'll send him straight up to St. Peter so you two can chop it up about being a gatekeeper. These lads talk about... These lads talk about a ceiling that they're seeing no end to, but you're Jamie Lannister, bro. That fucking ceiling will end you. I have you up there, still feeling resentful because you will meet God before you meet your potential.
Crowd is fully asleep during some of this stuff, and they are just waking up. Just.
A ceiling that they're seeing no end to, but you're Jamie Lannister, bro. That fucking ceiling will end you. I have you up there, still feeling resentful because you will meet God before you meet your potential. He thinks he's fucking hip hop's Batman. Heads out with the moon, head bouncing in a hood. He's about to spit the truth. He's out here cooking rappers while his accountant cooks the books. You are a bit like Batman, though. I mean, honestly, what's the difference? Two trust fund kids that don't kill off the opposition. Man, listen. You stayed stuck in the same place just to lose to an outsider. The smoke will kill you before you catch on. Like a...
Again, this guy is... Do you know what? The wrong placement. Wrong placement. Great for people that get basic popular cultural references like this jackass. He's cooking right now. Go for it, Pagan. Go on. Go get it, son.
Fire. You have never had bars. You have never had bars. You're without priors. So stop acting different or I'll leave you outlying with the outliers. You won't connect on this circuit, but you'll get buried like a ground wire. Oh, but he's a step up for me, because a name, Quick's bigger. Man, I'll cut Quicksilver till you can see Quick's liver. Cut this prick into thin slivers and use them to fish when I'm in rivers, because I'm only using you as bait to get to the big swimmers, man. The raps made by your hands seem like they were made in a factory. An assembly line shuffle clone, all flaking and cracking. It's like back in the day when Shuffle was younger, someone gave him a handy, back in the day in a taxi, and you're what they created with the jizz that they scraped from the back seat.
That's out of order.
Suspect your fucking car bomb jokes. No matter what you do, it is hopeless. Just means by time came, I blew up and killed you in the process.
All right. Watch the battles early. Get the Patreon that Hot Take thinks I'm too cheap for. I had it for a few months, guys, and I reviewed battles off it. So give me a break. I'll get it again. I've got battles to go. Listen, I'm going to events now. Some of them. Just give me time. Anyways, my point is, that's pretty good. That's pretty good for the boy Pagan. Very good. Succinct, confident. Again, let down really by the setting. That's a guy who probably should be a little bit more at home. Probably on a slightly bigger stage. I would have to say so. I see Ghast is hyping him up in the comments. Ghast says, as one of 3 people who watches Iron Bars, I was hyping Pagan up for ages, so I was waiting for this Pagan to show up for a hot minute. His battles with Adonis and Nameless are really good, and Pagan says, cheers. A rare break in form from heel Ghast now. But yes, I was thoroughly impressed by that. Very, very good. The crowd slept on too much of that for me to be really confident to say that that's a great battle to recommend, because the trouble is, I don't want people thinking that because the crowd doesn't react, it's not a good bar when it is. However, let's go to the social media check, shall we? Verse tracker, first one, very good. And Pagan music is okay, so excellent. Right, Pagan's doing everything right. First page, Pagan battle rapper, boom. Everything to do with Pagan on the first. Literally everything so far. Great. Can't do any more than that. Quality battler. Just needs pushing. Needs a bit of support. So, first person probably so far who's got the package, who we could probably point to and say, do you know what? If you think you want to chuck your lot in with someone, Pagan wouldn't be a bad shout. Again, solid round there against Quicksilver. And from a promotional perspective, not hard to recommend, because if you Google Pagan Battle Rapper, you're actually gonna find who you're looking for. So that's great. Bobby Rex about bad crowds. I sort of half agree with. Interesting. Hey, Cooper. Listen. Say whatever you like. Good man. True story. Cooper was trying to get me to the event on Saturday. And if I didn't have any damn children, I'd be able to go. However, those damn children need, care, attention, feeding, and general parentage. So I'm otherwise engaged. Sorry, guys. But yeah. Okay. So highest race is a good point. Which, again, this is debatable for new. And I'd be curious in the comments for any battlers, promoters, or anyone that's still there. When it comes to crowds, right? How much of your performance can you really blame on the perception and composition of a crowd when I get that it's your responsibility to wake the crowd up to a degree, but man, you prepare in advance, right? You don't get any QA testing. You don't get to audience test this shit. It's not like a comedian or a band that can do practice and hit the notes they want to hit. So my question is, like, when do you feel like it's a crowd's responsibility to educate themselves a little bit on who they're about to see? I don't know. I don't know where the line gets drawn there. I know that when I go to an event, I do my best to try and clue myself in on everyone that's on the card so I can bring myself up to it. Okay, interesting. So yeah, we're seeing kind of a similar thing. Pagan and Coop are both kind of saying the same thing, which is, yes, there are bad crowds, or yes, they may need to warm up a little bit, but it's ultimately on the battler to either get that going in, warm up, and then fucking bring it. You should be able, Gus chimes in, says, you should be able to tell based on the league, city, venue, what sort of crowd will show up. If you don't write for them, it's on you. Interesting. So the question becomes then, from the seasoned battlers, again, I want to try and pick the brains of some of the battlers because I want to use this for some of these guys coming up. If you are writing and you're able to do a little bit of legwork in terms of the logistics of the crowd, where they're coming from, what they're likely to be made of, what they're used to, what they're looking for, yada, yada, yada. I know it's a horses for courses situation. I know it's dependent on the event, on the battler. But how cognizant should you be of writing for the opponent, for the crowd, and for the audience? Like, how do you balance all those three things? How do you try and remain cognizant of something that's going to be rewatched on YouTube in perpetuity versus a crowd that's going to pay to see it once, and for the battler? Because again, if it doesn't land with the battler, or they rebuttal it, or it's too easy, too simple, too predictable, how do you balance all of this? And I'm not being funny. Okay. Ghast Buff, plugging it. The Academy series. So I see what he's doing there. It's very clever. He's not going to give away the answers for free. Not on this live stream, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, fair enough. That's fair enough, Ghast. What I will say is that I ask these questions all the time because when I was being tapped up to appear as a battler, that is a true story, I said, listen, guys, I don't know how to write. Again, if I was starting out as a battler, not that I'm going to, but let's say for the sake of argument, I was going to consider it, I have no idea how you even start putting something down on paper that's even going to work. I can have ideas for jokes. I can have ideas for things that rhyme. I'm pretty good at cutting a promo on someone. Ghast Buff, you're a talented man. Very talented man. Handsome. Devilishly handsome. Endowed beyond belief. But I have one serious problem with you, and it's your fucking glasses. Those glasses on your face. Okay? Listen, you might think you have it all. You might think you have the scene in the palm of your hand, the world at your feet. Nay, fans, promoters, other battlers at your beck and call. But do you know what I have that you never will? Dark glasses. I have darker glasses than you, and that makes me better than you for a variety of reasons, limited but not inclusive of the fact that it means you can't see all of my ocular region, all of it, and we both know that makes me a better man than you. And on the 22nd of March at the Newgrounds Arena for Premier Battles, I will show you and the world why I am hotter shit than you. Bang, knock the camera out of the way. Okay, that's a promo, right? I can't make that rhyme. It's impossible. Can't work. Doesn't work. Won't work. I'm not battling. Ever. Stop asking. Let's go back to the comments. That's a genuine question, though. In my opinion, one of the most important things that newcomers don't take into account when writing is the main event. Right. Great point. I think this is something that wrestling already has down pat that battling sometimes forgets. You're on a card. You have a place on the card. If you're going to do well, do what the promoter is asking you to do in relation to the card. Do it to the best of your ability. Don't undersell it. Don't oversell it. Don't upstage anybody that you can't do within the parameters of knowing that it's building to something, right? The main event is the main reason why people buy tickets to cards. Everything is built to supplement, support, enhance, and improve that. If you can fulfill your role of getting people to be interested in your next battle while also supporting the card above you and below you to a degree, you're doing okay. I think a lot of battlers do go into it with a very individualistic point of view, which is they go into it thinking that it's about them. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I think then, to Ghast's point, they're doing themselves a disservice because then they don't write in conjunction with what actually serves the purpose of the card. Put yourself over. Be a star as much as you can, of course. But when you're promoting yourself as hottest shit ever and nothing sells, crowd's dead, doesn't know who you are, doesn't react to anything. That's why that battle for Pagan is unfortunate, because with all due respect, I don't want to put that on Pagan. I thought that was a great round, but I felt the crowd really let him down in that situation, not least among which they're fucking jostling for position in the background. So maybe a part of that's on Pagan, because he should be cognizant of the fact that it's a small room, intimate setting, acoustics are going to be sharp, so everything gets picked up. So any breaks, any pauses, but it's a balancing act. So anyways, we've got a few more comments. I want to try and cover them all. when you need someone to coach and write. And I was 2 COVID academies. Milky helped me a lot about the writing, is sort of opposite to writing a song. Okay, interesting, Hylas. Okay, fair enough. Cooper, we're entertainers. I think a good battler can rock a bad crowd. Same way a good comic can flip the energy in the room. Yeah, but we can't all be Bernie Mac, baby. Some of us have that ability to take it up a notch. Other of us have to be in our element. But it's a fair point. Yeah, and I basically said that's great, because the main event is what is selling the tickets. That's the one that's getting the people in the building. That's what's dictating what people are there for. Not saying you need to do the same old style, but if I'm going to Liverpool for an O'Shea battle and I write literally no jokes, then I am the sole person to blame. Yep. Again, Ghast is talking an awful lot of thanks for being so wrong about wearing glasses. Yeah, don't make me battle, Ghast. I will rap battle you to death. Okay? Apparently that's a thing. I'll never get over that Shuffle T-bar. Like, what am I to believe? He rap battled them to death. Which is... I love Shuffle T so much. He's so good. If I was going to study under anyone and it wasn't Ghast Buff, because we're now rivals, of course, it'd be Shuffle T. What a master of the craft. Anyways... To be fair, there are super fans who will buy tickets to whatever event because they're fans of the Prem brand, but any after that I would agree. And that's the point, Hylas. So everyone in this concourse and everyone in this chat, all of the battles we featured, one of the big problems that I see with battle rap is that it is niche. That's fine. It embraces that fact. That's okay. It doesn't mean you can't book battles on cards that would speak to a casual audience. That is an icebreaker for someone to then maybe consider checking out a second battle or another card or going to an event or whatever, or supporting a battler. Just become a fan of a battler. Look at Ghast. Look at all the things Ghast Buff is doing. He's not just battling. He's doing live streaming. He's doing interviews. He's doing comedy. He's doing writing. He's doing wrestling. He's doing promotion. He's doing editing. He's doing so many things. I'm a fan of Ghast. Yeah, he does battles, and I'm going to love seeing him battles. But I'm also interested in other things he's doing, because that was the doorway, that was the gateway into it. And I think a lot of battlers don't leave that door open sometimes through hook or by crook. Other battlers do, and that's why they tend to get a lot of support. Ghast has made it incredibly easy for people to follow him. He's made himself so open and so fucking approachable and easy, but also follows it up with the entertainment as he works fucking hard at his craft. You have to balance all of those things. Otherwise, you might be a guy with potential for years and years and years, at which point people are just looking at you going, yeah, but when are you going to deliver? When is my support actually going to mean something? Why wouldn't I lend my support, time, energy, money to someone else who's willing to feed me? You know what I mean? Oh man, Ghast wants to hop on. I don't want to ruin the stream, so I'm going to politely decline. Besides, Ghast, you've done a press conference today. You've done a press conference already, baby. You're working too hard. Besides, you're not stealing my son. That's what these are for. Let's read through. Yes, I agree. Hylas did a great job. Great job. Cooper, there's also writing techniques and ways to deliver a line to manufacture reaction. Cooper, any examples that you'd want to elaborate on there? Any people who have exhibited said techniques that you would really highlight as someone, again, a new battler or someone who is looking to make a name for themselves should study? Ghast, coach Lawn, please. The scene needs a new super heel to rival Koj. I don't think anyone needs to see that. That's fine. Again, I need a viable opponent, not someone that I'll slaughter. Anywho, I think Pagan did a job a little bit. Did you want to show? Oh, interesting, Gus. You did one of his battle rap classes. In which case, cool, interesting, worth the money too. Nice. Opening up the card, the reactions are, Pagan says, opening up the card and reactions are always going to be a bit lighter than they would be later in the evening, so I didn't feel negativity about the quieter parts of the battle, which is fair. That's great. That's interesting. Hang on. Sorry. I don't care if this is becoming a bit. Hot Take Hylas asks, have you got Shuffle's rhyming dictionary? No, I don't. What I have is the Advanced Rhyming Dictionary, written by Adam Shuffletee Woolard, and Jamie Blees Blackmore. Available now via shuffletee.com, and it is the last word on multisyllabic rhymes for rappers and poets. But because I'm neither a rapper nor a poet, I just enjoy occasionally reading through it and just, you know, taking in some of the bars, you know, just taking some of it in. Legwork, Expert, Fred Durst, Ben Hur. Oh, we nearly got to N-word. That would have been awkward. Anywho, my point is that, again, this is what I'm saying. Like, this is great. It highlights that there is so much in here that I would have never thought of, because it's not how I'm wired. It's not how my brain works. And again, a lot of the newcomers that we're seeing here are people that have aspects of battle rap down, right? Which is great. The performing aspect, actually getting on stage, delivering a performance and doing it justice, great. I think what they lack that I have is a fucking dopamine addiction. Like, I'm everywhere because I need hits. I need a dopamine hit. A like here, a view here, a share there, a fucking repost here, a fucking... Just feed me dopamine, right? A lot of battlers don't have that. And that's great because they shouldn't. It's not great to be dopamine fucking addicted. But at the same time, it means that, man, I'm fucking everywhere. And it's not hard to find me. If you Google my name or you Google the Halcyon Show, fuck, there I am, right? And my body of work is there. It's listed. It's easy for anyone that wants to check me out. And again, in a battle rapping context, and again, Hylas, this is why I'm telling you I will never battle. There is no one that will join battle rap with a more extensive fucking list of atrocious schemes and bars against than me. They only have to start with my name. So your name's Lorne, is it? And I'm done. I'm cooked. I lose. That's it. So I will never ever battle. I'm sorry. There's just too much fucking dirt on me. There's too much dirt on me at this point. I'd get bodied in the first round, and he'd only need one round to body me. So never happening. Right. So let's go. Everyone twisted it like I only thought multis mattered, but they missed my point. Oh, okay. I know how to write multis, basic groundwork. There's no excuse. No, I agree. Again, it's all about the composition that sells with the crowd. You know what I mean? That entertains them, gets them back. So, no, I agree with you there. Yes, Ghast would ruin your stream. I agree. Yeah, I'm glad me and Coopar agree on something. That's good. I know what I was going to say was Coopar. Very nice, man. Appreciate the offer. Again, really, really sorry. But again, if anyone can do me a solid and hit Coopar up, he's got a ticket that is going begging. Do not let that go to waste. It's O'Shea's retirement, man. Don't let there be a fucking empty inch in that building. Make sure everyone that can be there is there and give that man the send-off he deserves. Same with Kingsley. He's fucking off to New Zealand. So, man, give them both some love. Go and hit up Coopar and sort him out of the ticket. Give him a finder's fee on top of the ticket price, okay? Sort him out. Anyways, refusing Ghast on your stream is crazy. We did that week's TMS podcast, just dropped on LC today. All I've done today is laundry and go through a pack of digestives. Shuffle used to do Okay, fair enough. All right. I tell you what, Ghast, I'll get rid of this, and if you're okay to hop on, we'll do a Zoom call. Okay? We'll do like a 20-minute Zoom call. Is everyone all right with that? If we have Ghast on for 20 minutes, okay? Ghast, if you come on here with fucking sunglasses, though, I swear to fucking God, I am not above cutting you off. Do you understand me? Don't test my patience on this. Right. Let me get rid of all this extra stuff. Ghast Buff calling me out on my own channel right now, ladies and gentlemen. He's trying to say he's going to give us a masterclass just because he's been on cards and bodied people. He thinks he knows better than me. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, maybe that's true. Maybe. We don't know that, though. That's the point. We don't know that's true. What we do know is he better not be wearing sunglasses. Wearing fucking sunglasses, I'm not above it. Okay? I'm not above it. Right. Let me get Twitter up so I can actually... no, I'll do it by Twitter. Talk amongst yourselves for a moment, please. I need to sort Ghast out with a link. Let's go. DMs. Bit of behind the scenes here. really what I should have done is gone back to the title screen and made you all watch the title screen for a few minutes. Because now you get to see me look like a Burke while I try and faff away at my keyboard and get Ghast an invitation to a stream he shouldn't be on. He doesn't even go here. Ghast, I've sent you an invitation, my friend. See what I mean? I'm getting fucking bodied in the comments, man. You think I'm going against an opponent with prep time and a crowd to laugh at me? No. It's not happening. Right. Let's go there. Let's go there. For God's sake, go away. Stupid thing. Right. Ghast Buff is on the stream. I'm going to swap my camera on here. So Ghast can... He's fucking son of a bitch.
Hello. As requested, no sunglasses.
That son of a bitch has got the VTuber thing on. Hang on, let me swap the page.
I just had it open because we're meant to be gearing up for some battle rap Among Us in a couple minutes, which I'm going to be recording. So I just happen to have the avatar open. Hello. I don't know why I bothered waving. The arms don't move, but no, I'm sorry to like low-key hijack the stream. It's just as has been discussed in the past, like development of new talent is a hyper fixation of mine in this series. It's something I love talking about.
All right.
And like the theory of battle rap and development and everything. So,
well, let me ask you first then, since it's now an interview per se. Where are new battlers going to go from when they start to getting to your point? Because you are, in my mind, someone that I can point to as having followed a roadmap of sorts that has generated tangible success. You know what I mean? Like, how can they start with the aspiration to, oh man, I just want to have fun, or maybe I do want to use it for my whatever, right? So where you are now, dude, you beat Bobby Rex. I know I'm probably supposed to say that very quietly, but you beat Bobby Rex. I was there. I saw it. It was magnificent. It was imperious. It was everything I wanted it to be from both of you, but I had you winning, right? You are now moving upwards and onwards into bigger things, okay? But that didn't happen overnight, and it didn't happen with a lot of fucking grind and a lot of paving the way for yourself along the way. If you're a new battler now, trying to chart that success, knowing what you know, how do you expedite that process? How do you make that happen? Educate me. Educate everyone now that you've got the stream, you've taken it over, you're not wearing glasses, so I'm happy. Go. Shoot.
You just need to care, frankly. You just need to have like the willingness to improve. And I think part of the reason why the Academy has been so successful is you kind of need to leave the ego at the door, and you need to look at it like, people are going to say, fuck it, you've been battling 10 years and you did Academy. It always comes up. Like, Bard got it, Shawnee's going to get it. But like, what sets them apart is they've been doing it this long, and they're like, right, I want to use this to get the platform on me. I want to talk to people that are succeeding. I want to find out what works for them. You've got to like humble yourself to even be part of the Academy in the first place. And I think that's a really strong starting point, like, is the willingness and eagerness to learn. I see a lot of guys come through in some tryouts and they're kind of, I mean, you're the perfect guy to like mention this to, because like we get the kind of wrestling and battle rap parallels that we bring up, but there are so many times that I've been on cards where there is the kind of happy to be there mindset, and I don't see it very often, and I don't see it in many people, but there have been cards where I've been on where I've seen someone give like a really lackluster performance and they've just left straight after it, and you know, they've not even stuck around for the main event, they've not promoted the battle on any socials. I think we always look for anyone that's willing to go the extra mile in terms of getting themselves out there. Sam Essay is a great example. Like, Sam is so eager to battle on any card. The guy battled on Don't Flop the night before, driving from Liverpool to London, then back up to Manchester for Academy. And as soon as it dropped on Patreon, he started putting clips on it on TikTok. and it got like 140,000 views. So he's doing exactly what battlers should be doing, because now he's built his own brand, which is going to bleed into Prem. Like, it's like there's a very good mindset. I'd say the only real, not downside, I suppose, is because like Prem has tried to book a lot of cards in advance. There's not really a whole lot of tryout spots. Like Academy was kind of us throwing the flag up to say, look, if you want to be a tryout on Prem, Academy's kind of your only gateway this half of the year. Especially because like there's not many feeder leagues at the minute. Like there's not a Dub Scandal or a Ronalds or a Beast Anglia right now. It's kind of Prem or don't flop. But no, I mean, like, I do think that a lot of battlers are doing the right things. Like they are networking in person, they are pushing their stuff online, they are reaching out to people, because we're all approachable at every level. Like, and yeah, there's just an eagerness to learn that runs from the top down, and I think it's very healthy.
Let me ask a question then. When it comes to the performance element, I know you can coach guys, and I know you can bring in a lot of your experience. So can, again, Koj, you've mentioned. I'm sure there are other battlers. I know I signpost people to Stro and to Bizzo a lot, when I'm like, listen, if you want to get guys that, advice from guys that really understand the temperature of the water of UK battle rap, you need to talk to them, right? But from a fan's perspective, right, how do you caution or coach guys in order to target how they present themselves to people in a way that is going to actually motivate them to buy a ticket? Obviously, I think it was Hylas that might have highlighted this. There are hardcores that will buy a ticket to events regardless of who's on it. They're either loyal to the brand or they love battle rap. Right, don't care who's on it. I'm just there for a good time, right? But then you've also got this, we've got these acts, right? We've got all these people that speak to different backgrounds, different experiences. They've got different presentations. They've got different life experiences. They talk about different things. They represent different things. There are so many ways you could present yourself to reach an audience that isn't currently being reached or isn't utilized enough. How do you, because again, I look at it from a pure casual. If I've never heard of you, I Google you. I'm going to look into you. I'm going to try and find out, right, who are you? What are you about, right? If I can't even do that, it's really hard to get motivated to want to see you unless I go to an event and I make an instant connection with you. I think of a Sean Crai. Sean Crai is someone I'd never heard of before I went to the Plug 3. Saw him, I was like, do you know what, dude? I'm really impressed by you. I think you're really endearing, fun, energetic. And look what he's done since, because he's really embraced what makes him great. But that's organic. Tell me about how you would coach someone who, again, hasn't formed that relationship with the crowd yet, but can help embellish that and encourage them by just checking them out in an event first and using their social media, their promotional style, things that you utilize to gain traction when you're not battling, to give themselves a better chance of getting noticed.
Absolutely. Like, visibility and word of mouth means a lot to a newcomer. Part of the reason I had the buzz that I did, because when I started, I think I had a very good tryout battle, but that was because I was like meticulous with it. Like, I don't think my next 2 or 3 battles were very good. Like, I don't think they're on the standard of some of the tryouts that we've had come through, but just because I was doing so much to make myself like visible and, let's be honest, liked by the people that were going to events, I already had that kind of rapport with the people that I could trust to react to things, which meant that when there was this anticipation for my tryout, the people were saying, oh shit, Ghast Buff's actually good at this, it meant more and it carried forward. I tell guys like this, it's very rarely that you'll find a way to promote yourself wrongly. Like, I've had conversations with 9-2 about this, about like, you know, visibility isn't necessarily the same thing as promotion. You know, I've told him, like, you know, kind of, you know, jumping into other people's replies and things when it's, you know, it's not really relevant. Like, that's a good way to get on people's mute lists before you sell them a ticket. You know, sometimes you do need a bit of humility to wind your neck in, but there's so many things you can do. I've done a lot of coaching with Angie about this as well, in terms of how to promote yourself. And like, a clip is great, but it doesn't generally tick much forward, just a clip by itself. A clip with subtitles where there's something to catch people's eyes, whether they don't even need to unmute their phone to look at it and read it and appreciate it, does more. One of the reasons I started doing like little animated skits and things was just because I was like, you know, everyone else is doing on beat. I don't trust myself to do on beat, so I'm not giving the best account of myself and the character I want to play if I try to do something that I don't think will be very good, frankly. Whereas this is more of a showcase of the kind of person I am, my sense of humor. Let's see if people vibe with this, and you never know, it might reach outside the battle rap bubble. But you know, this is something that I can show to people in my other social circles that might bleed them into battle rap. Like, by all means, I think you've got to kind of hit a nice medium of appealing to the people that are already inside the bubble, but also being able to cherry pick the parts of your creative side that will appeal to someone that isn't actively buying a ticket, someone that might stumble across this on an Insta reel or a YouTube short that doesn't just comment on the cringe fucking pen game so much better. Like, there's so much tangible misery in YouTube short comments compared to the actual content, but eyes are eyes at the end of the day.
I wonder if I can broach this subject with you, because I had my own thoughts on it, right? And it's funny you should mention 92, because I too have had conversations with him about his presentation style, how he's broaching the craft of getting noticed, right? I said this on Twitter, so I feel comfortable saying it on here as well. I know you would rather it be positive, but any attention from someone of the ilk of Shotty Horror is normally good, so long as it is then utilized in the right way, okay? That kind of notoriety can be good, but it can be bad. And again, it's the relationship and the attachment that you form with the audience as a result of it. Are you channeling it in the right way? And the same, look, the saying of there's no such thing as bad publicity, only publicity. Yeah, I don't agree with that, because yes, getting your name out there is important, but once you've formed that thought in someone's mind with the association, it's fucking almost impossible to shake that association unless you're willing to fucking go 180 degrees the opposite direction for as long as possible to shake it. So my question is there, and we'll probably end on this question because I know you have a million other things to do, including but not limited to finding another gimmick that isn't wearing glasses, Ghast. I can't emphasize it enough how much I don't want to see you wearing glasses again. My question is, how does one strike a chord, that initial reaction with a crowd, the best? Is it setting the impression before the card even starts on social media on their own terms? Or, to your point about how you mentioned it in the comments, like how you tailor a performance, writing it to information that you can garner in advance. Where is it being held? Who else is on the card? What's the card actually about? Like, how is it being booked? How is it being promoted? And then using that to, right, I have the audience's attention because it's on me. If it's being filmed, great, because then that goes out to a wider audience and that can then emanate outwards. In your mind, what is the best way of making the best first impression with a potential audience, intimate or otherwise, to then create real traction, to get real, a real jump pad for people?
I mean, this is going to be the least helpful advice, because literally the best thing you can do is just be good. That's not, I'd love to say there was a secret to it, but like, genuinely the best thing that you can do to get an audience's attention, it doesn't even have to be your tryout. Like, so long as you have a performance that kind of makes people like snap and go, what? Oh shit, what? Sometimes it's a case of like, some people will like have to pay your own way, like opportunities you wouldn't expect. Like, we've seen a lot of people just kind of pop up nowhere on iBattle, out for fun. But the Pagan battle is a good example, because like I always try to talk about anyone I see that's fire. Like, I went to the Don't Flop tryout events. I keep track of iron bars. So if I ever see anyone with potential, I talk about it publicly, because I know that I have a platform, so that I know that I'm giving names to like Trubs and Strode to keep a lookout from, so that fans can be like aware of them on some level. Like, I was talking about Pagan a lot before his debut, and it's just unfortunate that his debut was Red Rum, that he couldn't really take his traditional approaches for. But when he had that Quicksilver battle, that was the kind of like, head snap, oh shit, Pagan can rap. And but for me, it wasn't a surprise, because that was the Pagan I've been talking about, so, I mentioned 9-2 earlier, and I don't mean to like knock 9-2, because I have all the time in the world for 9-2. I genuinely do. I give him a lot of advice. I talk to him quite regularly about his bars and his performance, and I give him good feedback. I know that, and as you say, like, even if people do clown on him a bit, it's still been turned into positive energy. Like, we've still been able to make the Rick battle into like social clips and moments, and he does have like a bit of a buzz, even if it is somewhat infamy. And I'm looking forward to his battle this Saturday, because talking to 9-2 previously, he has seemed like a bit down about the reputation, but he's really looking forward to this battle. He's shown tangible improvement, and he sounds like he's enjoying it. And it's for a while there was a period where he wasn't enjoying it, and it's like it's all well and good like having someone that you can punch down on, but you know, God knows the scene has that every now and again. But like if it starts to take away someone's like tangible enjoyment of it, then that's, you know, where it starts to blur the lines. But I'm glad that he's like found what he loves in this. And again, like if he comes out and he swings, you know, for Ali T's head, Ali T, again, great example of someone doing all the right things, because he's putting so much effort into these diss tracks. Like, both they're lyrically clever, the production's fantastic, the music videos have so much effort to them, to the point where like he could be, they've already built up an expectation that he's going to be great, but he could be like an entire tier worse than I expect him to be, and I'd still be entertained, because he's hit the ground running.
No, 9-2 is a great example, because again, the wrestling is where I would interject this, because again, getting people's attention is the hard part, right? So long as you channel it properly and you tell the story you want to tell, and you're cognizant of what is going on, the perception, how to utilize it, it can go well, but it can go badly. And again, it's all about being cognizant and wise enough to what is actually going on, rather than, I think some guys have an arrogance or an ignorance of it. Again, you got to understand sometimes that it's difficult to, there's something to be said about presenting yourself a certain way, how you want to be seen. Granted, true, but there is also something to be said about being cognizant of how other people see you, and working with that to a certain degree. And I think about it through the wrestling prism of, you get wrestlers that are, you know, job guys, or they start off with a happy go, oh, I'm just so gosh golly happy to be here gimmick. That then morphs over time once the crowd endears to them, and they start to be taken a bit more seriously, and they do start to impose themselves in a more serious way, to the point where crowds can start to feel good about cheering for them in a not a ironic way. I feel like there's going to be examples that come to mind, but I feel like there's a multitude of examples where yes, it was sort of ironic cheering at first, but then it turns to, no, I actually genuinely really like this guy, and he's really entertaining, and I kind of feel okay supporting him now. But that's a journey that you go on, and sadly, as all journeys must do, they must come to an end. I can't take up any more of your time, because you have a million other things to do. I wanted to say, first of all, thank you for jumping on once again. Second time he's done this. He's just gone, fuck it, Lord, let me show you how it's done, and hopped on. So fair play to you. Appreciate you as always. By the way, have you, seeing as we're talking about promotions, I am going to a card from a little promotion called No Loose Chat soon. I'm given to understand you're on that card at some point. Do you mind just terribly giving them a quick promo for what they should expect and who you're battling, please?
Absolutely. I will be battering Crai-G on the Protocol 5 at the Fiddler's Elbow. I have not been to the Fiddler's Elbow since my infamous choke to one Kingsley Thunder, who I've just had a very successful rematch with. Patreon.com/Premier Battles. You can catch a glimpse of the brand new Ghast Buff that's walking into 2025 specifically to kill your favorites, and I intend on doing the exact same thing in my Grand NLC return. You can watch me murder Dazzy last year. You can see me kill their new Golden Boy live and in the flesh March 29th. It's March 22nd. But March 29th is when Premier Battle's big event is. That's why that date's in my head. What a great 2 weeks of battle rap for London. Nailed it.
My friend, it's a pleasure as always. I can't thank you enough. Thank you so much, dude. Really appreciate that, man.
No worries.
Don't stay too busy. Thank you. I will certainly try. Thanks for making it 10 times better. I appreciate you, man.
Oh, good. Take it easy.
Take it steady. Ghast Buff, ladies and gentlemen. Ghast fucking Buff. Well done to me for making that work. And he didn't have glasses on. See? Battle Rap's bad guy says, and people do. That's how it works. Yeah? Anyways, right. I think we've done a lot this stream, okay? And I know we haven't showcased everybody. So here's my promise, okay? We've covered a lot. We've covered a few guys. We didn't cover everybody. We will. We will do another stream Don't know when. How's Friday? Can everyone tune in on Friday? Can we do another stream on Friday, maybe? Or are we all burnt out? You tell me. I still have a number of other battlers that I want to showcase, not only for Prem, but I want to showcase the other guys from No Loose Chat. Why don't we do this again on Friday? I had a lot of fun doing this. It was great seeing Pagan, because Pagan put me onto himself a long while ago, and I've been meaning to react to one of his battles, so I'm glad I got the chance to see one of his rounds. Interested to try and review another full battle of his. That would be cool. We have a number of different names here who I've mentioned but not showcased. Yeah, Hylas. So just so you know, and this goes out to everybody, by the way, all of my streams, all of them now, will be 8 p.m. or later. Probably not starting any earlier than 8 p.m. I know I went a little bit early today, but that's because I knew we had so fucking much to get through. We've been going for 2 hours and 20 minutes as it is. So, and again, we haven't even covered half of the names. So yeah, I think we need another 2 hours. So listen, let's call time now, okay? Ghast Buff has come in and given us a masterclass at the end of the stream. As always, Ghast Buff, absolute pro. I like that, by the way. What, do you want to tell him about your... Yes, I will be battering him. Like, yes, love that shit. It seems like we're all in agreement. No Loose Chat in the chat as well, my friends. I cannot wait. Because here's the thing. A lot of the battlers that I talked about in No Loose Chat are going to be featured on the protocol, which is happening in March. I believe tickets are still available. So if I were you, I would head over to No Loose Chat's Twitter account right now, where they have the link to be able to buy tickets. I have mine. You've got no fucking excuses. Go and buy a ticket right now. Let's fill that room. Let's showcase some of these battlers. Give them reasons to come and show the hottest shit they possibly fucking can. No Loose Chat have already promised me that they're going to work on merch in the meantime. I want some merch. Give me merch. I wish to purchase merch. Please give me some merch. Want some merch. So, by all means, go get a ticket. We will showcase, right, on the stream on Friday, which I will set up in a moment. We will showcase... Who didn't we showcase? We will showcase Tech. We will showcase Crash. We will showcase Missink, Red Rum, Shawnee B, Slim Buck, Angie, B Ramble, Real Message, Robbie, and Ali T. Okay? We will showcase all of them. And maybe more if there are any more names that come across my desk in the meantime. However, for now, all of the battlers that I have referenced today, what I will do at the end of the stream is I will put their information into the description of this video. If I have caught your attention with any of these battlers during the stream, I would implore you, go and follow them on social media. Go and give them a like on any of their projects that they've worked on YouTube, be it battles, music, acting, comedy, whatever the case is. Go give them support. And then most importantly, to make sure that you can tune into all things battle rap related, make sure you go and support the fucking promotions as well. Give them reasons to want to push these guys. Give them reasons to be able to put on events, put on cards, showcase them more, and get some traction. So come on, man. Pagan. Yeah, Pagan. I was impressed by that round, my friend. I know I should have showcased you a long time ago. Pagan did DM me and say, listen, man, you got to check out my battle. And I did say I would. I didn't get round to it until now. I feel like a fucking dope for not doing it. I will make sure I showcase a Pagan battle properly in its entirety soon. Okay? Or, again, I would... cards on the table. Again, the reason why I'm not doing live reactions to battles so much is because, as Ghast has mentioned, I think, or it was someone else actually, it might be someone else. Crai-G is now doing live reactions to battles. Go and hit up Crai-G, man. Like, he seems like he's built for that. So, go and, again, there's no reason for 2 or 3 people to be doing live reactions to battles. No fucking need for it. Go and support that. Go and support this. Go and support No Loose Chat. Go subscribe to Premier Battles, to Don't Flop. Get the Patreons. Go get the merch. Go and support the battlers. But before you do any of that, take this thanks. Because I want to say thank you to everyone that tuned into the stream from the beginning, tuned in during, and is here at the end. I really appreciate your time. And yeah, I can't believe that we only did fucking... like 5 or 6 battlers. I'm so sorry. I really thought we'd get through more. But we had fun on the detour, didn't we? We had young Ghast Buff come on, and he took his glasses off because I said so. Yeah. Anyways, My name's been Lorne Risley, host of the Halcyon Show. Please, after you've done supporting everybody else, consider like, sharing, and subscribing this video and to the channel. Stay tuned then for Friday, because apparently now I'm doing another stream on Friday where we're showcasing everyone else. But maybe more importantly than that, I have a career retrospective on one Tony D. Tony D, I have basically his entire career edited down into 2 hours and 15 minutes. I will be doing my best to cover it in 3 hours. A 3-hour Tony D marathon on Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. It will be going live at 8 p.m. and we will not be stopping apparently until 11. A 3-hour fucking Tony D marathon. I am here for it. I hope you will be here for it. No loose chat. I would love to do a live stream tomorrow. However, my daughter is over for the evening and she is planning on getting some sleep at around 9 o'clock. So I can't do a stream because she'll be asleep and I will wake her up and I don't wish to do that. So I will promise to do one on Friday when I have the evening free. I have my PC back. I don't have to worry about waking anyone up. I will do a stream on Friday where we will cover the rest of the No Loose chat and the rest of the Premier Battles battlers that we have showcased today. Thank you very much for joining me on this edition. I love you all. You're all fucking dope-tastic and just the best. Like, share, and subscribe. Comment as you have. Thank you. Finally, I should say thank you to the people that joined us this evening. Let's go back through them. Let's go right back to the top, please. So many. By the way, thank you so much to everyone commenting. You have no idea how much it helps when people are commenting in the chat. It really helps the algorithm push me. So thank you so much for that. Really can't say thank you enough. No Loose chat were in the building. Thank you so much. Paris was here. The queen of UK Battle Rap was here. Thank you so much, Paris, for tuning in as well. Didn't have to. Really appreciate you. Hylas, as always, coming in with the hot takes. Loving that shit. Cooper, possibly the nicest guy in UK Battle Rap outside of fans themselves. Maybe the nicest battler there is. Really top fella. I still owe you that beer, my friend. Hadashrooms was here. Thank you so much as always for joining me, Hadashrooms. You're a top fella. Big Techie was here. Please don't grab me, and I look forward to seeing you put your shit down in March. P Soldier was here. Fucking hell, P Soldier was on the live stream looking for a battle. How's about that? You need to... Promotions to the world. Hit P up while he's interested. You won't be able to hold his interest long if you don't. Who else did we have? Let's have a look. Want to make sure I say thank you to everybody who tuned in. TMR was here. Hardest working person in UK Battle Rap Media today. If he's not streaming, he's dreaming. Ghast obviously was here. Ghast Buff. Fucking, if he's not the hardest working man in Battle Rap, he is the hardest working man. Period. Guy's fucking everywhere, and I'm here for it. Now, especially now he's not wearing glasses. Pagan was here. We saw one of his battles first round. I will try and showcase a battle of his at some point. Thank you so much, Pagan, for swinging by and tuning in. Do we have anyone else? Do we have anyone else I haven't thanked? I don't think so. I think that was everyone. It was everyone. So listen. Go and enjoy the rest of your evening. My name's been Lorne Risley, host of the Halcyon Show. Please like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for Friday when we finish what we started today, which we are showcasing more of 2025's UK Battle Rap prospects. And Saturday for a 3-hour Tony D stream showcasing the career of perhaps one of the greatest UK battle rappers, perhaps the best battle rappers, period, that has ever graced God's green earth. But before you do any of that, take good care of yourselves. Have a good rest of your week. And I will see you on the next episode of The Halcyon Show. And breathe.